update. Budget update. How's everybody doing? How's everybody planners coming along? I had to get a whole nother planner. I had to get something else because, you know, I'm visual. So I have to see things and it has to make sense. And if it's not making sense in my mind's eye, I'm going to have to go to the paper, right? I'm going to have to go to practicality. So what I did, how's everybody doing? How's everybody doing? How is everybody doing out there? All right. How are your budgets coming? How are your schedules coming? It's gonna be short and sweet. I'm just giving y'all a monthly update for February 23rd, so y'all can have some accountability, a reminder. I had to get another one. I had to literally get another one. Y'all know, look here. I can't even tell y'all now. I'm on the fourth one because I'm trying to find a system here. I'm trying to find where's my dang old thing? Well, y'all know I got the. I'm trying to find a system here that works for Taurus. Like, I'm literally trying to find 4. I had started out with 3 and now I got 4. This is going to be short and sweet. I had 3. I had these 3, personal, spiritual, and 2 business. And now I have another one for business because something was not adding up. I keep telling y'all that, look at this, doesn't make any sense. I gotta go to the board because it has to make sense. It has to make sense to Taurus. It has to make sense to Taurus. And it wasn't making sense to Taurus, right? That was an affirmation I wrote up there. Where's my marker? Oh, it has to make sense to Taurus, right? I'm a Taurus, I'm a money sign. Bull gang for life, right? It has to make sense. Right? It has to make sense. And Taurus uses all 7 senses and plus the clairs, right? And plus the super senses, right? The super senses, I call them. It has to make sense. If it's not making sense to me, it's not making sense to me. I got to keep trying to find a method to the madness. All right? So with Taurus, being the Taurus Aries that I am, right? It has to make sense. So I got another one because I'm trying to figure out what in the world has the government done? Like, we pay bills on the 1st. Like I told y'all, the bank statement the other day on one of those pop-ups I was doing comes out on the 18th. That's when it ends and the new one begins on the 19th. That shit does not add up. And yet, I said the middle of the month is actually the 1st. The mid-month is actually the 1st, and that's where they tripped us up at. We know spring is what? 320. That's really the 1st. That's the 1st season of spring. That's the new year. Not this 12/31/11 bullshit. All right? We're still in winter here. That's why we got this fucking ice ass weather right here. Because that is still typically winter when you're sowing your seeds. When you're sowing your seeds for what? Spring. When you're sowing your seeds for spring. So it's not making sense to me that every 1st through the 3rd is rent, right? But your bank statement comes out right there as the 1st. But yet the army, the government, schooling, teacher, some hospitals, because some clinics, I worked at what's that damn hospital downtown off of Harry Hines? Southwest Medical Center. I worked at Southwest Medical Center, which we got paid like teachers got paid once a month on the 1st. And so your money had to last to the 1st. I never did no shit like that in my whole fucking life. I felt so sorry for teachers at that point. At that point, I was making $2,700 a month that I had to budget my expenses with. That's how low of a pay grade I had back then. And I'm talking about back then. I mean back then. 27 a month that I had to budget all of my bills. I got paid once a month. I felt so sorry for teachers. Like, I could not believe it. Now, the government gets paid on the 1st and the 15th. As nursing, I did that too. I hated that shit too. I hated that shit with a passion. I hated to get paid on the 1st or the 15th. Hated it. The effort. I'm just saying. I'm going to try to hold my tongue because I really want to go off on this bullshit. Because I'm trying to do my budget. But with this kind of efforting, makes it complicated. It makes it freaking complicated because you got to figure out, okay, if the government is saying we get the bank statement is here, but the majority of my money is coming out here, then you got till what, the 15th through the 30th or whatever or 31st, whatever the end of the month is. You got to balance out the rest of that, right? So the beginning of the month is not the 1st of the month. It's not making sense. Because why aren't they aligned with your check coming out on the 1st? Your bank statement coming out on the 1st. Somebody make that make sense. Because that's not the beginning of the month. Because the what? Look, 18 and 19, and there's the 20th right there. There is the 20th right fucking there. The bank statement is telling y'all when the 1st of the month actually happens. Because spring actually happens right there. So there's no April 1. That's 420. My birthday is the beginning of the 1st of April. That's a fuckery fool's day. We think that that's April the 1st. No, it's not. It's 320, 420, 520, 620. Gemini, right? So they shifted us back 2 weeks, which is another method of stealing time. Stealing time. If I'm going to steal time, what way am I going to steal time for people? Right? Right? So y'all see where that's why I was like, it ain't making sense, y'all. It's not making sense why we're struggling for no fucking reason. Because it's not making sense. Because if they're stealing time, they're stealing what? Your money, your value, your wages, right? Your emotion, your energy, your attention, your affection, and your currency. Which keeps them what? Super fucking rich, bitch. That keeps them fucking rich. That keeps them ahead. Because we're behind. And we think that the 1st is actually the new month. No, they reset us on the new month. They reset us every month. A reset. Every month. A reset. Every December 31. A reset. That ain't what they going by. There's no possible way that that's a new year out there. It's cold and it's got ice on the ground. And it's below 30. When is it below 30 in spring? We're still in the winter what? Solstice. We're still in the winter solstice. We're still in the winter solstice. And that's why y'all behind, and that's why y'all jacked up, and that's why y'all off your manifestation, because y'all actually thinking it's actually spring and it's still winter. It's still winter. Now, I told y'all, you ain't gonna play with me. Yeah. Just ain't gonna play with this one. You can play with everybody else in the world, but I'm gonna figure out my world, okay? I'm gonna figure out what's going on in my world. So y'all, now that y'all see that little bit, you know, and y'all probably thinking that goddamn 2,700 was good, wasn't it? Daycare and some babies? No, it wasn't good. It wasn't good, okay? It took me some years to double that. All right, it took me some years to double that in nursing, and I still wasn't rich, bitch. Okay, I'm just saying. I still couldn't be a millionaire being a nurse. All right, they was being a millionaire off of my ass, but I wasn't becoming a millionaire off of their ass. Okay, that wasn't happening, captain. So now I'm the captain of my own ship. All right, I'm working for myself. All right. So now, what was I saying? Because I forgot. Greetings, y'all. We talking about our budget, but I'm trying to make this stuff make sense, and it just ain't making sense to this Taurus here. Not this Taurus, because I'm not no everyday Taurus. I'm not the usual Taurus. I'm not the typical Taurus. I'm not the Tauruses y'all run into. So, you know, I'm a thinker. I'm a thinker. And it ain't thinking right. It's thinking is what it is. What was I gonna say? I'm behind. Yeah, I'm behind too, because you know what I had to do? I had to go another route. I still got this book. I'm still writing in this book, but I had to do something else. I had to do something else. So what I did is I rerouted, and I was looking at this one person on the thing, and it said you don't need a budget book. No, it was Lynn Richards. Of course it was Lynn Richards, because it's always Dr. Lynn Richards, because I like to listen to her, right? Because that was the first one I started listening to, was Dr. Lynn Richardson. I call her Richards, but it's Richardson. You know, with the 5 F's and the 4 more F's. You know, reason why your ass gonna stay broke. You know, she's on YouTube. If y'all haven't heard her, I hipped a couple of y'all to her out there in the collective. Look her up and watch her videos. Like, I first recognized her off of LinkedIn, and then I went to her YouTube, and then I started looking at her YouTube. So you can get a lot from people, these financial advisor gurus or whatever. So I said, okay, let me just watch her for a minute. So I've been did this. Y'all think I've been doing, y'all probably think I'm new to this shit. I'm not new to a lot of shit that I've told y'all. I've been doing this shit. That's why I can be up here teaching this shit, because I've been doing it. All right. On my own, teaching myself on my own. All right. So I think I was watching one of her upcoming videos, and she said, take a notebook and write down everything you spend. Well, yeah, you write down everything you spend, and this is great. And then y'all remember, I already got the printout of I already did the printout bank statements for 6 months. I already got my no spend list. I already got up there on my board, no spending for 3 months on my board. And I got the no spending list. So I did all that. Y'all should have done all that too by now, because this was 2 weeks ago, I think, since I did the last budget. So I said, oh, it's February 1st. Let me do an upgrade let me do an upgrade for everybody for February, so they can not lose track. So y'all are being held accountable. I'm keeping y'all to be held accountable, but you got to keep yourself accountable too. Now I forgot what I was talking about. So value time and attention, and if the money, if it's not adding up, it's not making sense, right? So while we're paying everything on the 1st, which is the big chunk of change, but you're actually getting paid between the 18th, the month is actually started between the 18th and the 19th, because that's the bank statement, but we're getting a reset every 1st. So that's 2 weeks off. That's 2 weeks off. Now, if y'all go see the movie Live, Die, Repeat, Day After Tomorrow with Tom Cruise, that's going to give you a good indication of the reset. We never can get to the end goal, because we're getting a reset every month from 1 to 30, 1 to 30, 1 to 30, 1 to 30, right? That's months. January, February, March, April, May, June, right? We're getting a reset every month. We don't get a reset every month. Time keeps going on. Why are we getting a reset? It's infinite. It's infinity. They fucked us again. Royal one, a royal flush at that. This is the best poker game. This is the best fucking royal flush I have ever fucking seen to flush our asses down the drain while they remain super rich, bitch, and super wealthy. I said, still in time, attention, affection, emotion, currency, your value, your self-worth, everything being exploited, everything being usurped from us because we're not operating when the month actually occurs, when the season actually occurs. So our timing is off very badly. So our dollars will be off very badly because time is money, it is value, it is currency. Right? It's all that in between that I listed. Attention, affection, consistency, right? You can't be consistency with the universal time if you already off. If you already off, you're off season. We're off. Now, I'm not because I knew it was not the first on January 1. I'm not stupid. Some of y'all may have not known that, but I've known it. That's why I kept saying this, happy holidays, not really. Okay? Because I knew it was 320, because I knew that was the first sign of spring. That's the first sign of y'all, whatever y'all put in hermit season, I call winter hermit season. Whatever y'all put, whatever seeds y'all sown in this winter solstice will manifest in the springtime, right? Which is Aries right here. So whatever y'all manifest in the winter solstice, which is Capricorn, which is what? Aquarius, which is Pisces. Now you goddamn tell me some shit here. Now look at him. Look at him. 1, 2, 3. If this is New Year, that's 10, 11, 12. That's Cap, that's Aquarius, and that's what? Pisces. How in the hell is this January, February, and March? That don't make no sense, do it? Y'all see it now? You see the effery now? It doesn't align. It doesn't align. Not even using the tarot, it aligns. And I told you in spirituality, they all threw a curveball. They all threw some effery in there to throw us all off. That's why I said spirituality ain't no different than religion. It's just another firewall. It's just another fucking game on a different level to mess with you spiritually and physically, throw you off. So you never align to your higher purpose. So this up here, this spiritual guy, okay, hold on. Let me, my markers don't need to dry out. Pretend like this is a cross, right? And then pretend like this is, you don't have the bottom, but you have the head. So what they just did is keep your head from attached to your body. And that's where you get the cross, because you don't have your sense right here. You don't have common sense. So they detach it. So they put it over here, but they leave the cross here, but your head is over here. So they keep y'all lower self disconnected from the higher self from coming in. You see what I'm saying? Like this, in perfect alignment. In perfect alignment. So you never can get on the right timeline. Quantum physics here. You never can get on the right linear timeline. You're on different dimensions. The bottom half over here, the head over here. And this is one. This is one unk. This is one divine instrument. This is one divine instrument, sacred instrument. So your key doesn't fit. Your key doesn't fit. Your key doesn't fit. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. So I had to get another notebook. As you can see, I still got a goddamn thing on the top of it. I ain't even wrote on it yet. And I'm just writing down stuff. I'm writing down money coming in, money going out. Money coming in, money going out. And then I'm like, wait a minute, I got to get a toehold first. I got to figure out some shit first, because some effery going on here. Like, you know, I know people doing spells and shit, But I mean, I'm not even worried about the spells because the spells ain't even fucking important right now to me. I'm worried about this shit right here. Not adding up. Now, let me give y'all another fucking, let me give you another fucking nugget. If, it's a big if. It's a big if. Be ready to write this one down, okay? Because this new. This new for the team here. This new for the team of Taurus. This is new for the bull gang out there. Not the bears, just the bulls. If for the KAU Real True Collective, not the fake collective that's down there. I'm talking about the real collective that's down there. I'm talking about the real KAU collective, not the fake KAU collective, because I know I got some fakers down there. They think I don't know, but I know. Now, if this is true, which is not, I'm going to erase this part right here because we already figured that out. Right? If this is true, now why that has something to do with the budget? Because it has a lot to do with the budget. That's for y'all to figure it out. I'm just showing you, connecting the dots here, that this is not, we don't reset every month. And they have us resetting every month on the 1st, which keeps us in a what? What kind of cycle? A revolving door, or an unsuccessful cycle, or a loop. It keeps us in a loop, a karmic loop at that, which makes it hard for some of y'all to break generational curses and to break out and be able to break out of the mold into your generational wealth, your abundance, your prosperity. It's financial literacy, and you got to learn how to see through what they did, and that was the matrix, to provide all these mirror tricks, to buy all these tricks, so you never put the physical with the head, right? In Taurus, right? What I tell y'all, Aries, Taurus, bam, look at that. That's a mouth. Put a tongue on it. That's eyes. Draw a head. They licking their goddamn tongue out at y'all because that's Aries, and the throat is what? Taurus, and that's your head. But now here y'all got your body over here, like what I was trying to describe with the So you got to bring it back over here and align it. The higher self and the lower self, right? So you got to align it. Right now it's detached. It's detached. Y'all head over here, your body over here. They got control of you, in other words, right? So again, like I said, it got to make sense. So now, okay, if we know the 18th is the bank, we know the 1st is our rent. This is our living expense, the big bulk of the living expense, right? Maybe the car note, or maybe the car note. Utilities in between there somewhere, but that's small, right? The big living expense is your needs, right? Take care of your needs on the 1st, but you're not out of the 1st because 320 is spring, remember? So every month around the 20th is actually the new month, mid-month. It's called mid-month. It's called mid-month or bi-monthly. Bi-monthly. Bi-monthly, which is actually, again, the actual true 1st. The actual true 1st. Now, how did I come up with that? Because I'm a thinker. That's why. Because I'm a Taurus Aries. That's why. And the shit didn't make sense to me. And I said, Spirit, you're going to have to fucking show this shit to me. Because this shit they fucking doing in the Matrix, this fucking delusional shit ain't making no goddamn common fucking sense to me. And my 7 cents and plus some. You know what I'm saying? Plus some. It ain't making sense. Okay. Now ask this question. Those in the back, middle, and front with a 3rd grade education. What moon did we just have? On the 21st? New. What moon is coming up on the 5th? Full. Which one is first? Which one is first? Which one is first? Answer, class. KU. Which one is first? I'm helping y'all think right now. Critical thinking. I gotta test y'all. Which one is first? Where y'all at? Financial literacy. Where y'all at? Math is in everything. The truth is in everything. You can't destroy the truth. You can destroy illusion and falsehood and fairy tale, but you cannot destroy the truth. The truth is in everything. Thank you, Thelma. The first is right here, the 21st, the new moon. So that means the 5th, we're still in that month, aren't we? We're still in the last what? Month. But then they got y'all paying rent on the 1st. Right in the middle from new moon to new moon, you paying your rent right dead smack in the middle, and y'all think that is the first when the new moon is the first. You gotta have dark before you can have full. You gotta have something, the dark moon before you have the what? The full moon. We don't start off at no full moon. We don't start off at no full moon. You gotta plant something in what? Darkness first. You got to plant something in what? Winter solstice first before you get the magnification, which is the full moon. Before you get whatever you manifested, get whatever you planted in darkness, whether you're using the moon or whether you're using the seasons, whether you're using the months, the moons, or the seasons. So then how can the first be the first? It's not. You're still in the last month. And that's why this doesn't add up to this, but it adds up to the new moon. That bank statement adds up to the new moon. Does it not? I just showed you. It did. It did. That's why I gave y'all the dates. That's why I gave y'all the dates. Y'all ain't learned this nowhere else but KAU, but KemArts, but KemArts University. That's where you learned this from. So don't y'all forget it. You learned this right here on this channel. On this channel. Because I know they're watching. But you learned it right here on this channel. That's what critical thinking will do for you. That's what using your senses will do for you. Pay attention. Listen. Watch. And observe. So that's why some of y'all can't get ahead here. Because it's not making sense. Because this is actually... You need to be looking at here. The moon is dark. We all know we got to plant in the dark to see something grow. The Adam, Eve, right? So the Adam and Eve, or the sun, right? You need that sun, the moon, and boom, that's full. Right? So that's why you got to pay attention. Once your statement come out, you got to pay attention from that point on, because that's actually the mid-month, which is the first of the month. But every month they got us resetting. But you don't have to reset every month. Technically, you don't have to. But you know you got to pay rent. So that's just something you just going to know to do. But I'm just trying to show you that it wasn't adding up. It wasn't making sense. It does not make sense. When you put shit down on paper, that's when you can see it makes sense. So that's why the reason for y'all budget, so y'all can save and know where your money is going. And if you're spending it on something that's a liability, or you're spending it on something that's an asset, you want to put your money on something that grows. Money is a tool. Money is a game. Play the game, or the game is going to play you. And it's playing us. It's playing us. But now we're figuring out how to play the game. So when you learn how to play the game, you can change the game. You can change the game and become masters of your own game. I was watching a rich wealthy man video, and he said he started getting winning when he started playing his own game. So y'all got to play y'all own game. Everybody got to play their own individual game, because it's a big game, but there's a game for Taurus. there's a game for a Pisces, and with different Tauruses, and it's different Pisces, and it's different, all the signs, we're all individual. So everybody got to play their game. You cannot compare your game to my game, is what I'm saying. You cannot compare your game to Keisha's game. I cannot compare my game to Dora's game. I cannot compare my game to Antoinette's game. I have to play KemArts' game. If I'm going to win, I have to play my own game. I have to master my own game. So y'all get it? Stop looking at other people and master your own game so you can win at the game of life. Florence Scovel, the game of life. Right? So get that book, get her on the damn YouTube, listen to the game of life. She show you how to win. My word is my wand. She wrote that one, right? Intuition. And in the game of life, look at Florence Scovel, all right? Because that goes in along with our lesson on finance, on financial literacy, right? So the guy, the rich guy video I was watching, he said, money is a tool, money is a game. It's not what you earn, it's what you do with it. So when you go out to spend y'all money at Walmart, at KMart, at the eateries, you got to ask yourself, it's not what I do with my money. It's not how much money I earn, it's what I do with my money. So is this meal going to take money from my bank account? Is these clothes going to take money from my bank account? Is it going to bring me more money, residual income, passive income? Nah. So I don't need it then because it's not making me more money. So y'all got to learn to refocus and get the things that you have to get right now. Only the things you need to live, your necessities. That's why we did the no spending for 3 months. That's why we did the envelopes. That's why we did the budget book. So you can get a grip of your finances, financial literacy. Because a lot of us in the Black community, happy Black Love Month, February, Black History, it's 365, 24/7, and then some. All right, just to make that politically correct. But we call it, and we renamed it in the spiritual community, Black Love Month, because we putting that Black family back together again, like Humpty Dumpty. All right, they fell off the wall, fell off the ship, fell off the boat, fell off or whatever they fell off, but now we finna put their ass back together again. Divine feminine, divine masculine, back together again with them babies. Look at that look at that orb. You know what I'm saying? So now, the rest of y'all can get in where you fucking fit in. All right, but y'all Black folks out here, not really Black folks, because this is Black, but politically speaking, indigenous and aborigines and melanated and carbonated ether 9 multidimensional the beings out there is who I'm talking about. All right, they got this shit on top of their head if they ain't covering it up. All right, again, back to what I was saying. You see how we was not taught money, financial literacy. If you want to pass on some legacy, some valuable information, y'all independently got to master your own game. You got to master your own finances. You got to master your own pocketbook. You got to master your own bank account. You got to master your own job with whatever the amount of wages that you got, you still can save. Now we would say, how when shit's so high? Well, we're going to have to bargain shop. If prices go up, where do you go? Back down. You may not can get Del Monte. You may not can get Borden's milk. You may not can get organic or whatever. It ain't really real anyway. But anywho, you might have to when the inflation, when the prices go up, you gotta drop down on name brand. That's all it is. You gotta shop smarter, not because you got it, or because you're making it, or because you're earning it. It's all gonna get ate. It's all food. You gonna cook it the same. I buy McCormick season, right? Shit high as fuck, but I buy McCormick. I'm like goddamn looking at great value like this. Or anywhere I go, Signature, Tom Thumb, Kroger's, right? I'm like, with a frown on my face, like, because I'm like, do I want to spend this $1 or do I want to spend this $5 for the same amount of seasoning? Do I want to spend this $1.20? Do I want to spend this damn little old same size jar, same thing, but more expensive? And it's coming from the same factory. There's a little smidge, a little of a taste though. I got to give it to y'all on that. It is a difference in the taste. So it depends on which factory it came from. Like lemon pepper is not the same in Walmart and McCormick. Because I can taste the little difference. One is more tart. One is more, got that twang on it, you know. And then the other one's more subtle. But it's lemon pepper. You can just scale back on usage or put more if you got to, right? And make it work, okay? Make it work. Do I want the cayenne pepper that's McCormick, or do I want the Walmart brand that's cayenne pepper? That's how you fluctuate with the market of supply and demand, inflation and deflation. We may have to get just some t-shirts like this. We may not can buy name brand. We might just have to, we need clothes. We might just have to shop just like this, just not name brand, or not expensive so much, or limit when you go buy something, buy one outfit. When you want to treat yourself, go to Dillard's, go to Macy's, go to JCPenney or whoever open these days. You know, go to Marshall's where they mark down the outlets and stuff, where they pass the stuff on that got defect, a little small defect. Or go to, was it TJ Maxx, Home Goods. Decorate your house out of that. Big Lots, garden, something else, home and gardens, different things, Hobby Lobby, different things you can go and decorate and still get the spices right. All right. And the price will be even righter. You know what I'm saying? Yet we got to think though. We don't need to go broke for this shit though. Right? We don't need to go broke for this stuff. So again, it said queens are born in, you like that? It was supposed to say April, and I got the guy to change it. You know, I was like, can you put Mississippi on that damn thing? He was like, yeah. I was like, good. Because I know queens are born in April because I was born in April. But let's go ahead and narrow it down to the home state. All right, let's go. So Mississippi, woo, 601 in the house. Okay, the sip, the muddy water. All right, the Mississippi River, they drying that bitch up now. You know, they done dried the goddamn Mississippi River up. That's a goddamn shame. Look at there. The world's cracking. You know, the world's cracking now. Y'all don't even see it. The ship is definitely cracking. Anytime Mississippi River drying up in this bitch. And I don't know if that's a lie or that's true, but goddamn, whatever. All right. Whatever they want to put out there, let it happen. All right. You know, let go. I'm in the state. Mississippi, let's go. I'm in the state. So y'all see now? Y'all see now where your money, where that little loophole is, where that little leak is. Now, that's not the only leak. That's one of the leaks. That's one of the leaks I've discovered. I did that. I discovered that's one of the leaks right there, that they keep resetting and we're not in a new month yet. So at least if the government's going to reset, goddamn, get this bitch right. Reset it in the middle of the month like it's supposed to be. Like you print out my goddamn bank statement, bitch. Read. How about rent ain't due right there? Why come rent ain't due right there? I'm saying, why come rent is not due right there? Why isn't rent due right there? Okay, it's the first of the month. On the first of the month. But why isn't rent due right there? So I can actually see how much money I have. See, that's what I figured out. Doing this budget, I said, what? I said, oh, I'm not carrying over my other money. Because I was off on the calendar. That's why I said I figured that out. That's me cracking the code to my money game. To my money game. That's me cracking the leak to my money game. Right? So then I said, well, damn. So you got to look at, you could have 2,000 here, right? But then you got to go out right here for rent. So boom, when the month comes, what's in your bank account when the first of the month comes, which is actually the middle of the month for them, and you got other bills coming in. You got car note, you got insurance, you got to eat, you got daycare, you got maintenance. You got all these things coming out, and y'all trying to make this little measly, what's left? I don't know, 400, 600. last to pay the rest of your bills in the middle, still in the month. Or then y'all in another month. So you see how the cycle is repetitive. It keeps going and it's throwing y'all off. So you got to look at what you're closing out on. When the months start on your bank statement, y'all got to start looking at your bank statement. That's why y'all supposed to do that homework 2 weeks ago when I said pull 3 months or 6 months and look at your bank statements and look at where your money going. Look who you're lending most money to, or look where all your money is going out. If you got family members, if you're going out too much, if you buy in too much things that not giving y'all back the reciprocity, you're not getting back the abundance. Your finance is not changing, right? You're not providing the asset. It's a liability. All right, it's a liability. So that's how you can, if you're going out 5 times a week or 7 times a week to eat out, you need to scale it back to 2 or 3 and cook the other days, right? Sometimes I buy frozen dinners, little vegetarian frozen dinners. Like I buy Amy's vegetable lasagna. I don't give a fuck. I don't eat her that much. But when I want to be light and there's nothing to eat, and that bitch done went up. She used to be $3 at Walmart. This bitch damn $5-6 for the same packaging. So I'm gonna have to go on strike. I'm gonna have to stop getting old Amy's, okay? Because Amy thinks she's slick. She done went up, or Walmart done went up. I don't even know if I got one in there or not. Vegetarian lasagna, I need to make it. I can make it for $5 goddamn dollars. I can make that bitch for $5 she used to be $3 at Walmart. Organic. Now this bitch damn $6. I may get 1 or 2 a month just to nibble on when I want a quick meal. But for $5, I can get this shit separate and make me a big old dish instead of having a one-time eat and it's gone. I can have leftovers for that price. So I'll buy these. But like I said, I'm going to have to go on strike on Amy. I'm just saying. I'm going to have to go on strike on Amy because she done went up to damn $6 almost. That's inflation and deflation, right? Or that's Walmart jipping us. That's Walmart jipping us. Or that's us playing China back. That's us paying China back, all right? Because we owe China and everybody else and their grandmama, all right? So they hoeing us left and right to get their money back, all right? So that's you playing your mind game, your game of money, because money is a tool. You either play your game or your game is going to play you, right? So y'all got to learn how to mastermind your own money game. Else the government is going to control you. Wherever your mind goes, your ass is going to go and follow. So that's why some of y'all are getting used and gypped, and we're getting staying in that damn karmic loop cycle of generational curse, financial illiteracy and not literacy, because you got to dig your way out of it. You got to find where you're spending your money at. As Lynn Richardson says, the 5 F's. Feelings. Money is not emotional. So you got to get out of your feelings and stop emotional eating, emotional spending, impulse purchasing. And you got to think, is this going to give me money or give me more money? Or is what I'm going to buy going to take money away from me? Now, if you're doing this now, if you're doing, Lynn Richards teaches the 50, 30, 10, 10. If you're doing this is the bulk of your bills. That's your needs. This is you paying yourself. That's charity, right? And that's your tithe. Some of y'all like to give tithes or give back to homeless shelters or whatever. And that's charity, right? This is your part for you. Now, what you buy with your money is fine. But what she teaches is you should not spend this whole 30% on yourself every paycheck. This is every paycheck. That's the nursing terminology, so excuse me because I still write nursing sometimes. Every check. So that's nursing. So that Q with that line is nursing. So if I do that, y'all just got to know that I'm kicking in nursing brain. So every check 50% bills put away on the needs. That's the must have. This you don't have to have this. That's optional. That's optional. This is your giving back, right? Because all that's going to equal 100% of your check, right? Now, this here could be for your debt. This here, like I said, it could be church. It could be given to your somebody you meet on the corner, homeless, shelter, whatever you want to give the tithe to. I don't just limit it to church, but you can do church. You can do the Red Cross. You can do Salvation Army. Different little things like that. You can do a food pantry donation, a food pantry, not necessarily church, right? Because we don't never see the church, but you do see the food pantry, go out to people that go to the food pantry. So you can use the 10% on that. This 10% charity, that could be your debts, that could be your credit cards, that could be your student loan, right? I think I broke this down before. If y'all go to the playlist when we did this before, I did a little bit. Optional is things I like to do. Netflix, cleaners, dry clean my clothes, right? Entertainment, right? Eating out, dinner, dine out. See how that's optional? You can eliminate those at any time. Anytime you can eliminate those. You can even add, you can save here for down payment on a house. Well, I ain't write that right. Pay off something. You can pay off a house or buy a house. Or use it to be putting away. Putting away. You can use this for maintenance too on car repair. Car maintenance. Oh, that don't look right. Car maintenance. Buy a house, right? Or to use it to pay off a house, or to use it to a down payment to buy a car. See, that 10% is slowly getting put away for something. This is slowly you giving back to what? Humanity. So you're doing a good deed there. So that's how the universe gives back to you, because you're giving back to something else. But then this right here is where you can do your debt. And even if you want to put that 20% and still divide it, 50, 30, 20, but still divide it 10, 10. The 30%, what she was talking about right here, is that because I got $300, and this is what, I don't know, $1,300, so that's $1,600, and this may be $400, so I may say $200 here and $200 here, and that should be what, $2,000? 16, yeah, that should be $2,000 a month. That's if you made $2,000 a month, right? That's $2,000 a month. Then 13 would be your bills, your home, your lights, your water, right? Your gas in your car to get to work. Your light, let me see. Your lights, your gas, your water, your insurance, your car insurance, right? Your renter's insurance. What else y'all have to pay? Your phone, right? Your phone bill. Lights, gas, water, car, rent, car insurance, your health insurance, if you got health insurance. This here, your 401k or whatever, or you can use it for one of these, your IRA. I would take some of this investment for myself, and that would be your IRA. If it's not over here getting out by a check, but if you work for yourself, then you will pull it out of your self money. You don't need to spend $300 every check on yourself. You can spend only $75 of that, and you can put the rest of it away and build up your savings account, right? So this is the savings. This here is what you're going to put toward credit cards, debt, student loan debt, right? Paying off a house, getting any random car maintenance, or either getting a down payment for a car. So y'all see how that go? A little bit how you can divide. This is what's necessary. You need that to live, to have a roof over your head, right? That's your necessary stuff. Food, that's your necessary stuff. But all this needs a budget. And that's why we had the do not spend list, or we gave ourselves a budget. But now, go back to when you get paid. Where's the damn eraser? Now, go back to, let me erase this up here. Go back to what? The 18th and the 19th really is the first. And then go back to the first, the beginning of every month. You see what I'm saying? And then go back to the new moon. It's right here. The new moon is coming in on the 20th. The new moon is actually, which they're saying is the first of the month, which is not. Right? I'm telling you it's the actual first. But it is what? 2/20, which is the new moon, which is the first of the month, which is what? Mid-month. And then this actual February the 1st is still part of actually January. It's still part of January. It's still part of January. Because we haven't even got the 2/21 to be on the cycle with the universe, to be on point with the seasons. We're off seasonal. We're off seasonal. Not we're off seasonal, which makes us off what? Alignment with Mother Nature. We're off alignment with Mother Nature. So this is still, if this is the first, if this is February the 1st, this still got to be in January. Like, see it spiritually, not physically. I don't want to confuse y'all, but y'all get it? You still literally in the month of January. Because 2/20 ain't got here. The new moon ain't got here. So it'll throw off y'all manifestations. It will still throw off your manifestations because the new moon is 2/20. That's the actual first. That's the actual planning something new, right? You know, people do a lot of moon spells and a lot of magical spells and stuff. So you got to see where you're off, where your money is going around the first, around the new moon and around the full moon. You got to pay attention to those dollars. When do you emotionally eat? When do you emotionally spend? When is the energy high? How do y'all relate to this new moon and this full moon? Because that's what's going to definitely either increase your money, increase your spendings, right? You're going to spend more or want to spend more or want to emotionally eat or want to impulse buy or want to divulge, all right? Want to divulge because what? Y'all think y'all got extra money, but you don't got extra money. You think you got extra money. So the Matrix has created this illusion. They have created this illusion. And then around that, you got people doing spells on y'all, around y'all money. People doing spells around y'all money based off of what? The new moon and the full moon. So they're doing money spells, money rituals, love spells, love rituals, trying to bring in love, trying to bring in money, right? On the new moon. Right? I'm just saying, pay attention. Pay attention. Listen, watch, observe. There's more to it, but I ain't going to tell y'all. That's my stuff, not y'all stuff. Not for y'all to worry about, but for me to worry about. And not really worried about. But just so y'all know, pay attention. Listen, watch, and observe. That's just a crash course right there. That's a crash course for those that are ready and ain't playing with this shit and really want to come out and break generational curses and get a toehold and get some stability in their household and stop struggling check to check. So that's for those that financial literacy. See, your mom and dad didn't teach you that because they wasn't definitely dealing with no moon cycles. Maybe in inner moon cycle. And remember, I told y'all to download this. This is another one y'all need to pay attention to because while the world is going on, what is this? Say February the 20th, and this new moon is February the 5th. Look at the date. Look at the date. The date don't line up with it being February the 1. February the 1. with February the 1st. Look at there. Tell me how that, tell me how, somebody tell me. I hope I don't forget what I was going to tell y'all. I think I did. Tell me how that line up. 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 That's why these witches, that's why these bitches out here, that's why these people that divvy in this hocus pocus is getting y'all. Because the shit don't add up, do it. Now, it's actually in reverse. 2/5 full moon, 2/20 new moon. And when did I say the first of the month was? When did I say spring was? 3/20. When did I say the bank statement was? It closed out on the 18th. A new bank statement come on the 19th. Is that not the first? Is that not really the first? Yes, it is. Now, remember when I told y'all go to Nebula and pull your chart yourself and see where y'all full moon and your new moon and in what sign to work on yourself. This one is the collective, right? They pull and steal our energy collective to keep this matrix running. That fake ass sun and moon, that machine up there is not really the real one. Remember, as above, so below. As above, so below. Within, without. Right? Mirror. Right? So, but this one, your own natal chart here on Nebula, the app, is not even going to align with what's going on here. This could be Aquarius. This could be Gemini. But then down here for y'all could technically be in a Cancer new moon, but you can be in a Sag. You can be in a Sag full moon. So you see the difference? This is individual. This is the individual person, right? And then this is the collective people. That's the collective people. Y'all got two different damn moons. And I told y'all to pay attention to your inner moon, your inner emotions, your inner feelings. You can look at this all you want. You can do whatever you want with all that because that's just collective energy using everybody's energy, right? Everybody's energy out there, whoever pays attention to the moon. And then this is y'all inner moon. This is y'all where y'all manifest that because that's your true emotions. That's your true moon. Right? Just like you got your true sun, your true north, right? Your true south, your true north, your true south, right? Then your east and your west. So again, your directional points, right? So you got to pay attention. You can definitely work them both together if y'all know how to work them both together. Individually, right? Collectively or individually. I'm throwing that in there too, because see, that's mine too, because y'all probably ain't thought about that shit either. But again, you got two. You got a collective and you got an individual. And your individual is not going to add up with the collective. We all wasn't born the same time. So you're not technically in this damn moon that's coming up. Some of y'all may be, but some of y'all, a lot of y'all may not be. So it's good to know your individual chart, your individual astrology chart, where your moon and where your full moon at, and where your trines, where your squares at, right? Where your conjunctions at, because it does help you. It help you. You can definitely, like we had this, what was the last one? What was it? I don't know. Was it Aquarius? I don't even know. What was the last one? I don't even know what the last one was. It might have been Aquarius, or was we in Virgo or something? Was we in Aquarius or Virgo or something? I don't even know. Because I don't even remember. I ain't looking at it. I already done took my old calendar down here. I already took it down and put February up on my board here. But anywho, don't just go by the collective and ignore this. Because remember, the collective is outside. That's just like a dominant energy of what everybody's going to be, what they want the world, what they create, and what they're masquerading or what they're influencing everybody, right? But then you got this one here too, your true moon, your true sun, your true north star inside, right? So y'all got to know the difference. Y'all got to work that shit out yourself. But anyway, that was just part of me figuring out that budget shit. And again, people doing spells on y'all. And that's why you got people trying to do spells on people, trying to side swipe people, trying to mess with y'all money, trying to steal from y'all, all right, trying to piggyback off of y'all and all that shit. All that shit is in the collective moon. And if y'all pay attention to the moon cycle, y'all, and it's some of y'all family members, it's some of y'all people y'all around, it's some of the people that can't use y'all, manipulate y'all no more. They fucking pissed off because y'all done figured the shit out. Because y'all in y'all abundance season and y'all don't talk to them no more, and they pissed off because y'all ain't got shit to do with their ass no more, so they can't manipulate y'all, they can't use y'all, and all that other bullshit that go with it. All right, this shit's crazy, ain't it? See, when you figure out some shit, when you spend time with yourself and you actually do the work, spirit will actually come through and goddamn enlighten your ass to some shit. You know, you become hip. All right, you become hip. Okay, all right, I'm just saying. Yeah, you become real hip. All right. So again, so I wrote down that, right? Well, we already know I had the bank statement. So y'all get the bank statements. If y'all haven't, go to y'all bank. What was this day? It's Wednesday. Y'all got time to go print at least 3 months out. Get up Saturday or do it and track y'all spendings. See where you're in your feelings, because that's how y'all going to heal those deep trauma wounds. Also with money, with parental issues here, with your mother-father issues, because the moon represents your mother-father. So tracking your moon is tracking those mother-father issues, where y'all need to work at, where those weak points at, where those strong points at, and again, do something to develop the weak points. The strong points are y'all, you're just strong already. That's naturally where you're gonna be your good ones, right? Or your weaknesses are your strengths. Your strengths are your weaknesses. So again, plays again with the ego. So again, go back and retrain yourself and work on the areas in y'all life where y'all know there are weak, and develop yourself there and learn better ways to be better at it. If you're already good, but you can be better. Or learn it all together. Learn it all together, right? And where it comes from, Or was it because you saw your mother and father struggling, or you saw your mother and father fighting, or you saw your mother and father being separated, or or somebody else raised you? There's abandonment issues. When you go to live with somebody else, there's abandonment issues there. You feel like somebody don't want you, like you were given up, like you were in an orphan. Like you could feel, it's all that plays into our value, our self-worth, our money issue, our Taurus house, because that's where your value is formed. That's where your belief system is strong or not. That's where you have scarcity mindset or not. Rich dad, poor dad. You either had a poor dad or a rich dad. Look at Robert Kiyosaki. He got videos all out there on YouTube. Y'all got to go out there and get it, though. I can't make y'all get it. I can only bring it for y'all to see it or to hear it. And then y'all got to go back and do the investigation. Y'all got to go back and listen to the shit. I already listened to the shit ample times, okay? More than once. So y'all got to go and do the work. You got to go do the self-discovery. Y'all got to go in there and be Inspector Gadget on your own issues and karma and generational curses and stuff, to break those generational curses, which is just habits passing along. You're dealing with Virgo energy. You're talking about your health. You're talking about your dietary lifestyle. Are you eating and drinking healthy? Are you exercising? That's Virgo. Self-reflection, self-introspect, right? Going to search for the truth, right? Going to find the answers within yourself. And it definitely affects the gut. So if y'all got gut problems, that's a Virgo issue. That's a Virgo issue. Virgo deals with the intestines, okay? The bowels. the bowels and the intestines. And Capricorn deals with digestion. So y'all could be definitely dealing with a Capricorn or a Virgo issue. And that's going to be your digestion and your intestines. Like, are you taking a shit every day? Or are y'all letting the shit clog up in y'all, which is clogging up your what? Money. Which is clogging up what? Okay, I'm just saying. Y'all health. Ooh. But y'all don't want to hear that though. Because that's not what y'all want. All right? Nobody wants to change their eating lifestyle. Nobody wants to change. Nobody wants to exercise. That's too much right. That's why y'all see wealthy people do an exercise regimen. How you think you're going to get there if y'all don't exercise? If y'all don't take time out to think about your physical. If y'all unhealthy. If y'all eating any and everything. Gluttonous, greedy. Splurging. That's why the healthy get on a what? A regimen or a time management. You don't have to. Some people say, well, no, I can eat what I want. I ain't got to do all that. You got to do what's best for you. Some of that may be good for some of y'all to get time-wise management, and some of y'all may not have to do it and can still manage it. You just got to find out, play your money game. Everybody's not going to be the same. Every millionaire does not do shit time-wise, but they do it somewhere along the way. They do it. Somewhere along the way. They do have some type of routine that works for them. I said I was a Taurus, right? It got to make sense. I don't care what budget book I get. It got to make sense. It got to make sense. So it's a good tool and I love it. I'm still going to use it, but I had to figure out something else was missing that I didn't see in that book, right? That I couldn't get in that book from those pages. So that's why I said you got to be able to work that damn math out, that math problem out. You got to be able to work it out and make it make sense for y'all because we learn on different curveballs. We learn differently. Just make it make sense to y'all, however that is. And if it don't make sense, be a Virgo and keep looking until it makes sense. Keep trying to figure it out till it makes sense to y'all because everybody, like I said, does things differently. But there's you can learn from it, so that's why I'm sharing it because y'all can learn from it. And I'm pretty sure y'all probably learned something right then. You probably got your little brain ticking, probably thinking like, oh shit, I have been going off of the first, and you shouldn't have been going off of the first. Y'all should have been going off of the 18th. What did you have in the bank on the 18th, on the 19th? And that has to be adding up to the first because guess what? You finna get a chunk of money missing from the first. So that's why when y'all on this every 2-week pay week schedule, things have not added up because getting paid every 2 weeks or getting paid on the 1st or the 15th or the 15th to the end of the month will fuck you up. Getting paid on the 1st of every month, like I said, when I made $2,700 a month working down at one of these good ass, rich ass motherfucking hospitals, UT Southwestern, for a rich ass doctor. I mean, some good VIPs. I'm just saying. When I used to work back there and I got paid, I was like, oh shit, wait a minute. I'm used to every 2 weeks. I'm used to every 2 weeks. How am I going to stretch this money? Like, how am I going to stretch this money to last? I got children. I got daycare. I got bills. I got a car note. How am I going to stretch $2,700 for a whole fucking month? And I'm talking about this was years ago. And I thought when I was making that, it was good money then. But stuff wasn't this high either. So it probably was okay, It probably was, but it really wasn't, But for a doctor's office, it was pretty good because you don't really typically make that for a doctor's office. 8 to 5, 9 to 5. You don't really typically make that. So I was like, okay, I'm doing good. Okay, I can make, ooh, Lord, baby. Let me tell you. That was only a test. That was a test. That was a test right there. And I'm talking about years ago. I'm talking about, whoa, years ago. I'm trying to tell you. Find out, for some of y'all, to help y'all out, because I see here, y'all now have pinpointed, because I showed y'all the first. Go down and factor in the first. Go down and factor in your bank statement, when it closed and when it comes into play, how much is actually in your account on the 19th. Now, go factor in when y'all get paid. If y'all you got a job and you get paid, now go factor in where you get paid at. And see if it's around that full of new moon, or see if it's in between, so y'all can try to get. That will help y'all stop splurging and spending money that you don't actually have, because it's in your bank. Y'all think y'all got it. You think it's extra money, but it's not. It's already allocated towards your living expenses, but y'all are shopping and spending it because you're not tracking it. You're not tracking it, and you're not seeing that, oh, that $500 that I got on the 19th is my money I got to pay my necessities with, my priorities with. That doesn't mean I can go shopping with it. That doesn't mean I can go get my nails done. That doesn't mean I can go shop with that, because I get paid. Okay, say let me see. 18th, 19th, say you got paid on the 10th and the 24th. That's what I'm looking at for February. The 10th and the 24th, then the 18th and the 19th is in between, in the middle before the full moon, and then your 24th is that Friday. Okay, so say on the 19th, the same week y'all get paid, y'all close out on the 19th of February, y'all got $500. Now y'all don't make that much. Y'all check may be $700. Some of y'all may get $1,000 on the 24th. That $500 gotta go with that $1,000 y'all making on the 24th to pay your rent on the 1st. Do y'all get it now? That doesn't mean go, oh, I got money in the bank, I go do this, oh, because I get paid Friday. Well, that's why some of y'all are scuffling to pay your rent on the 1st, because you're spending the money that's already allocated for a priority. Y'all thinking y'all got it when you don't, because they fucked you over with the goddamn 1st and then the 18th and the 20th bullshit, and now y'all check to check, and you're trying to figure out how to get out of that rat race. Check to check. Why am I check to check? Check to check. That's why you're check to check. Y'all spending money before you can get ahead. You've already spent it because you think you made it, but you're not thinking your priorities. So y'all need to regroup, rewrite down what your priorities is, what you must have money for. And look at what the average, with this budget book, you should have learned how to write the average bill down and all the subscriptions down if you did this book right here. That's why I said this was a good book. It was one of the best I've seen out there so far. And it take a lot for me to say that. All right. So again, by me being a Taurus, because I have an eye for for creative things. So I can tell when something's good, because if it ain't jabbing with me, it ain't good. If it's too busy, it ain't me, it ain't practical. It'll be hard for somebody else. It's easy, but there was the moon part was the thing, right? So sit down in that book, y'all should have figured out what your monthly light bill was, water bill, what your insurance, da-da-da. Now y'all know what y'all make every 2 weeks, da-da-da-da-da, or whether you get paid every week, da-da-da-da-da, or whether y'all get paid a month. Say y'all get paid that $2,000 we had up there, period, point blank. Period, point blank, y'all paid that $2,000. Y'all bills was that $13,000. Paying yourself was that other $300, and then your 10/10 was the other $400, which was $200 and $200. Y'all rent is that your rent and everything covered under the $1,300, but remember, this is every 2 weeks for some of y'all, so it's really $4,000. It's really $4,000, but for some of y'all that don't get paid or may have a minimum wage job, it may be that $2,000 a month. So put it where it fit. Now, whether you got that $1,300 or whether you got that $2,600 a month, that is your prioritized bills. All that extra $600, $300, 200, 400, 200, 400, depending on if it's every week or every 2 weeks, or depending on if y'all get the actual 1,300 or the actual 2,600. Now, that 30, 10, 10 is optional. That 1,300 and 2,600 is priority. That's already allocated. Look at now what y'all got left and manage what you got left. You're gonna have to adjust your spendings according to what you got left, not the 50%, not what you got to pay to live on, not your must-haves. Only look at now what you got left outside of the must-haves, so that your must-haves are taken care of every month. If you only got 200 left after the must-haves, that means your splurging can't go over 200. That's all y'all got left. You can't go get your nails done because it's going to take, your feet and nails going to take 100 and something, 110, 90 something. You're going to leave 100 left for emergencies, if that. Or that $200, you're going to need to hold on to that $200 till another month come, till you can double that $200. And until you can double that $200 again, until you can double that $200 again, leave it in your savings account until you can double it. So go on a no spending, no unnecessary spending for 3 or 4, 6 months, so y'all can get that $200 to add up. Yeah, big one. When you get that $200 to add up, don't go buy something with it that you don't need. Invest in something that's going to what? Become a what? An asset. An asset, not a liability. I like to put the lie in there so you can see that it is a liability, because it's liability. It's a lie. That means it takes money from you. This means it adds. So you want to spend your money on something that's going to add value to your bank account or to your life, right? Something that you can go get money from. It could be jewelry, it could be diamonds, it could be gold, it could be silver, it could be buying gold, buying diamond ring, because you can always go resell it to the jewelers, right? If you need it. That's an asset, because you can always go back and get the money from it at equal value. So liability is, I can't get shit for it or I'm losing money, such as a car. That's why they say don't buy a new car, because it depreciates soon. You get it off the lot, it depreciates. It's a minus. It may be good to ride in a new car, but you lose money because you can't resell it for the same value that you bought it from, right? Or you got to go find that car that is selling at that resale value at the same value, which is usually like a Benz or a G-Wagon, maybe Maserati or something like that, McLaren. And y'all ain't buying McLarens every day. So a liability is, what can I not close? Hair, right? Pedicure, right? Y'all see the waist? You see the waist? Nothing that I spend, this is $150 to $300 for some of y'all. That's $200 plus, because you got to get a good outfit. You maybe get something for $75. Hell, you can't even get a shirt and pair of pants for $75 unless you go into the thrift store or Walmart or Target, you know, but not in the main, like JCPenney's, dealers and all them. Petties, like I said, 57. The nails is probably another 50. That's 100 bones right there. And then what else you waste on? Eating out. You can't get that money back. Eating out, that's gone. Movies, that's gone. Concerts, that's gone. Right? That's gone. Furniture, that's gone. It's gone. Liability. None of that putting money in that bank account. None of that's adding value. Jewelry, gold, buying gold piece, gold coins, silver, right? Stocks, shares, right? That add money. Paintings, Kincaid, Picasso, whatever, right? Wine bottles, that's investments. I looked at, when I went, I told y'all that probably about a year or two ago, when I studied the wealthy, I looked at all the 10 things. If you Google the 10 things on YouTube, what the wealthy invest their money is, art. Art is one of them. Art is one of them. Wine is one of them. Gold and silver is Robert Kiyosaki. Gold, silver, and oil. He says the dollar is zero. Robert Kiyosaki. He says invest in gold, silver, and oil. Okay? So again, jewelry, because you can resell it if it's diamonds. You can go sell it back to the gold exchange, right? So jewelry ain't that bad if you buy something gold or diamond every once in a while, you know, just so you can have that extra investment, because you can buy it back for whatever the gold or the diamonds is going for that market, right? And then stocks and shares, because that's long term. So the wealthy is about long term investments, but you got to have money. This ain't even short term, because y'all ain't getting shit forward anyway, right? Your hairstyle done once it's done. Your clothes you donate. Your petty, it's over in about 4 weeks. Your furniture run down in about 2-3 years, or every income tax season y'all want to buy a piece of furniture for the house. That's a waste of money, right? Eating out, it's gone. It's going to digest in about 2 hours and your ass going to be hungry again, right? What is this? Movies, yep, just 2 hours and you gone. You just gave your ass something to do. All right, concerts, yep, it's gone after that. You enjoyed yourself about 2 hours, 3 hours, paying for some front row seats at a concert to be close to a celebrity that still don't give a fuck about you and ain't giving back to the community that they fucking made their ass rich. I'm just saying, make it make sense. All liability, right? Investment will be start your business, home-based business, selling something, right? Home-based business. Right? You can do MLMs if you're good at selling shit. I mean, I tried a few. You can do MLMs. It's a home-based business. Right? So that's long term. Thinking about your IRA, putting money there. IRA, long term. That's an asset. You can pull from it if you put money in it. You can pull money when times get like the shit is doing right now. Inflation and what? Deflation. That's a millionaire mindset. That's a poor man mindset. So all of y'all down here thinking y'all shit don't stink is a poor man mindset, right? Because we ain't got nothing in the IRA, nothing in a savings account, right? Check to check. This is check to check. And this here, you have no money to outlive. And here, the wealthy, what? They money outlive them. That's the difference between a poor man and a rich man. Their money outlives them. Mary Kay, money outlives her. Oprah Winfrey's money outlives her. Here, y'all got nothing to pass on. Generational curse. All this is generational curse. All this is poverty mindset. All of this is inherited, that habits that y'all gotta break, the cycle that y'all gotta break, the loop that y'all gotta break. And it comes from working on yourself. Play and master your game, else your game is gonna play and you're gonna be servant, slave to your own game. Or else you're gonna be a slave or enslaved by your own game. So master and play your game and fuck everybody else's game and fuck everybody else in what they playing, and learn and play y'all own game and get y'all own shit out of this own fucking mess of y'all own generational curse. That's what that is. That's what that is. Now y'all can either do that budget shit or not do that budget shit. I'm just putting it out there to help y'all. That's all I'm doing. That's all I'm doing, but I can't make y'all do the homework. I can't make y'all sit down and look at y'all budget. See, when you don't want to face yourself, you will not look at your budget, because y'all have to come face to face of why y'all are a broke people. Why y'all are self-sabotaging yourself and your household and your family. Because y'all are broken. I call it broke, broken, and broker. All right? We are broken. And y'all want to get a relationship and be a liability, and y'all want a soulmate when your finance, career, and life purpose is not set, not an asset, and y'all want somebody else to pick up y'all issues, y'all problem, y'all debt, y'all insecurities, y'all sickness, y'all failure to face yourself and be responsible. So you want to just come be a liability to a wealthy person. Get my book off my website. You're Not It, Sis. There, get that book. Dating advice. Get that book. Relationship advice. Because it's the first relationship with yourself, which shows y'all are broken. Because this right here shows each and every one of us why we're broken, if we're broken or not. Because it's our relationship to our money, which is relationship to ourselves, which is the value to ourselves. How we treat ourselves. How we treat our money, how we respect our time, how we respect our emotions, how we let people waste that time, how we let people waste our emotions, our affection, our attention, our money, our values, our currency, our love, okay? Now y'all know why y'all broken. Now y'all can judge yourself, right? Now you can correct yourself or you wreck yourself, right? Okay, ain't nobody else playing that game but y'all, right? Okay, so you playing your own self, right? Okay, because y'all ain't playing nobody else, especially not nobody else that's wealthy. Y'all playing yourself right into the pit of zero. Right in the pit where the zero is not the hero, it's the villain. The pity, poverty, poor mindset. Poor dad, rich dad. Poor dad, rich dad. Poor mom, rich mom. Poor mom, rich mom. So it is going to be a what? Poor you or rich you. Poor you or rich you. Poor you or rich you, and y'all got to choose. Which you going to be? You going to be a poor you or a rich you? I'm just saying. Poor you or rich you. Which one y'all want to be? Because it doesn't matter about your mom and dad being rich or poor. It's who you're going to be right now. They played their game. Now this is y'all game. Your parents played their game. They still playing their game if they're alive. But if they're not alive, they done played their game. They either died poor or they died rich. So if they died poor, guess what? They didn't play very well and they coming back. Because they died what? Poor. They didn't learn lessons. They were still caught in the loop. Right? And that's where the generational curse keeps coming back until we get it right. Until we balance the scales. As above, so below. As above, so below. You gotta decide which one y'all want to be. Are y'all passing on a legacy of poverty, or are y'all passing on a legacy of wealth? Basically what it is. A legacy of poverty, of being a liability, or a legacy of wealth and prosperity and abundance, success and happiness and great achievements, a testimony. You passing on a great testimony, or you passing on a poor man's testimony? A great man testimony or a poor man's testimony? I'm just saying. I need some water. My lips getting dry. Walmart. It was under $5. My daughter said, "Mama, there you go, impulse purchasing. Come on here." I'm like, not after I get this water bottle though. Not after I get this damn thing, because it's blue. My favorite color. And it got the times for me to drink on it. It's bigger than the other one. The other one held a bottle and a half of this. The other one held a bottle and a half of this. This thing holds 3 of these, which is 6 glasses of water. Not 3, because this is 18, not, what is this, 16 or 8? 16. This is 2 8-ounces. So that makes 6 8-ounces in this. But the other one had 1.5, and I had to drink the rest of it to get the 2 in there, which gave me 4 bottles of water. Now I upped it to 6. All right, see the math? So yeah, I did need this. I need to up my water. I need to up my water intake with this impulse purchase. Did I add value to myself? Did I add value to myself, or did I take away value to myself buying this for $5? I think I added value, right? Because I upped my water. I upped my water intake. I did something to add value to me. I thought about my physical body. There you go. I added to me because this didn't take from me. This is adding to me why I bought it. Now, if I didn't use it, yeah, it was a liability. And a lot of us buy things, we stick in the corner, still got tags on it. Oh, I bought it because it was on the clearance rack. That's a liability. That's a liability. Unless you're giving that away as a gift later on and packaging that bitch up and redistributing that gift, that's a liability. You just buying, collecting, hoarding. That's a problem underneath. That is an emotional problem that you're not addressing when you buy shit to be buying shit. That's because we have my son-in-law that said it best. You got to stop buying shit because you got money to buy shit. That doesn't mean you go buy shit because y'all got money to buy shit. Is it a liability or an asset is what you need to be asking. And buying stuff just to be buying stuff, that's a psychological, emotional, deep problem of trauma that is unhealed. That is unhealed. You forgot about what, Thelma? That is psychological. Why are we spending money we don't have? And why are we spending money on shit we're not actively using or need? If I would have just bought this bitch and stuck this bitch in the counter, yeah, that little $5 would have been a liability. That could have been $5 I could have had in my tank. But soon I got it. The next day I washed this bitch out and I filled it up with water. I'm using it. Just like I used that Arbonne one. It stayed right here full of water. I filled it up with water every day. So it's in my face to drink water. That's an asset. Even for $5. And it's cute. And it's my favorite color. So it's a good asset. I'm making it work. I'm making it make sense right now. I'm forcing it. It's an asset, even though she said it was a liability. It's an asset, right? You forgot about it, that I bought it. What? You have to find cost-effective needs. I'm learning to create time to cook more. The 9 to 5 takes too much of my day, so I'm home late with little time before needing to sleep. Exactly, Keisha. Kim, I was done with when I saw green grapes for $9. You said, I'm eating last year Girl Scout cookies. Because I remember I had them. See, you bought them and just stuck them up somewhere. You bought an impulse purchase, but you called it, but you bought it. It was an impulse purchase. It was an impulse purchase. I'm telling you, you got to recognize your own impulse purchase. If you can recognize your own self when you're doing that impulse thing and stop a minute, you got to what? Listen, watch, observe, sit with it, feel it to heal it. When you stop, why do I want this? I'm feeling some type of void, some type of missing, something that's I'm longing for that's not there. And just this temporary pleasure of me buying this thing is going to soothe me. That impulse purchase is a way to your generational curse. You feel unfulfilled and you're using money to fill the void or buying things to fill that temporary satisfaction. That temporary satisfaction of buying something. Right? My best friend died, so I buy cookies, from her daughter. That's a good cause. That's a good cause. That's a good cause. That's charity. Girl Scouts is charity. I used to be a brownie, but that's charity. Girl Scouts is charity. You giving back to the little kids. That could be your charity thing. Your 10% of charity. You could buy the cookies and give them to somebody in a nursing home if you don't want to eat the sugar. That's still charity. See, you got to look at it in how you're using it too. And I can't tell you how to use it, but now that you said how you're using it, that's a charity toward Girl Scouts. That's a charity toward your friend, contribution toward your friend thing, right? You'll do that for however long you want to do that. That's still in that 10%. So long as you got that in your 10%. So in that 10% where that charity was, you can put Girl Scouts. You can put Boy Scouts up in there. You can put the Boys and Girls Club up in there. You can put the YMCA up in that bitch if you want to. You gotta, as long as you know where your money is going, it's us not knowing where the money is going. That's why we're in that check to check loop. So budgets are so you can see where your money is going and get a grip. And if you got your money going toward more liabilities, then you have assets, you got to regroup. You got to rebudget because you're never going to get ahead. You're never going to be a millionaire. You're never going to be rich. You're never going to be comfortable in having money saved in an account because you got more liabilities than you got assets. And matter of fact, you got so many of these, you can't fucking invest in nothing. See, that's where we're messed up at because mom and daddy didn't have investments. We weren't taught to invest in our 401k, our IRA and stuff like that and buy stocks and stuff. Our parents didn't fucking mess with that shit. You know, we was a credit. All we did is had credit card and credit card debt and how to max that bitch out, right? How to max that bitch out. We wasn't even taught how to use that damn thing right. So you got to learn how to reusing that. And the way with credit card is, matter of fact, I saw one this morning. Somebody said 5,000 was on TikTok. He said, if you got 5,000 card and it's maxed out, get that bitch under 1,000. It was like 20 to 30%. Savings, bonds, CDs, exactly. So if you got credit cards and they maxed out, you only supposed to use 20 to 30% of that card every freaking month. That's what keeps your credit score up. That's what keeps you. He said, if you paid it down, the dude that was on, I think it was TikTok, he said 5,000, pay it down to 1,000. He said, if you keep that thing down at that 20%, I believe he said it was, he said, you'll see your credit score rise. See, we even was mishandling credit cards. We were thinking, oh, that's our money. I'm going to max this bitch out. And then find out with the interest rate, you can't pay it down. And there's the debt cycle. That's poverty mindset. That's a liability for some of y'all credit cards is. Because you can't get now out of the what? Interest rate cycle of it. Right? Now it's late. And now that fucking 18, 16%, 20%, whatever the percent is on that interest, now that's added onto your late fee. And there goes the debt cycle. Now you got a snowball effect. And now you got to do the avalanche, the snowball effect to come out of the credit card debt cycle. And so redo your credit score, to reboost your credit score, to get everything back in a positive, right? I'm just saying. I got credit cards too I got to pay off. That's why them bitches up in this fuck. Because I need to snowball them bitches and pay them off. I'm just saying. You know how it go, right? Play the game or the game gonna play you. So everybody got to play their own game. And if you got your eyes on somebody else's game, you're going to lose. You're losing, they're winning, and you're losing your own game. Messing around, looking at other people's game, like, oh, let me see what Thelma doing. Oh, man, Thelma doing that now? Oh, Thelma, well, who's playing my game if I'm watching Thelma's game? Who's playing my game if I'm watching Thelma's game? Oh, she doing that now? Oh, damn, that's what Thelma doing? Oh, my God. Hey, did you see what Thelma doing now? Girl, look at Thelma. Thelma doing this. Yeah, girl, that ain't going nowhere. Man, what she think she doing? Man, she do the most. Man, gossip, a liability, a poor mindset. Somebody got their eyes on your game and they calling somebody else talking about your game and their eyes is off their own game and they wonder why they losing. Because your eyes over there or your eyes over there, but your eyes ain't right there in front of you. That's how you lose. That's how y'all lose, playing y'all game, looking at somebody else's game. Play your own game. We all got a game to play. Master your own game. Busybodies, exactly, Thelma. Being busybodies, nosy bodies in everybody's business except their own business. And wonder why you can't win, and wonder why your shit ain't popping. Because the person, Thelma, if I'm watching Thelma minding her own damn business, playing her game, and I'm just watching Thelma win at her game. Hating Thelma, jealous of Thelma, when I could just be having my hands working my own game, playing my own game, mastering my own game, and then I can win like Thelma. And then I can win like Thelma. Because now my eyes is on my own business. My attention and focus and energy and time and value and love and money and currency and affection is on my own game, not on feeding Thelma's game. Look at that orb went right across. See, that was confirmation for y'all. That orb just said, shoot, right across there. So again, if you're looking at somebody else play and master their game, you're losing at your game. You're losing at your game. They are becoming an asset, and y'all are becoming a liability because y'all taking y'all mind off of somebody else. I mean, off of yourself to put on somebody else. My karma is getting out of survival mode. Most of my spending goes to necessities, and it can feel, it can feel there's always things to replace. Yep, to replace and fix. I want to feel in control of that. So you need to release that impulse spending, that looking for something to spend it on, thinking because you got money, you got to go buy something, and affirmations will help with that. Release it and heal it, and then find where it comes from. Where do you get that from? Where did you see that in your childhood done at? That's where you get it from. You gotta pinpoint where you saw that being done when you were young, or was somebody you was in a relationship with, and that's their habit you picked up, right? Or somebody told you that, right? And somebody else's thought became your thought. So that's why you got to heal it. Oh, I got that from my cousin, or I got that from my uncle, or I got that from my mom, or I got that from my dad, or I got that from a best friend, You got to find out where you got that shit from and heal it. And heal it. You got to recognize it. You got to accept it, and you got to heal it. Growing up, I always saw my relatives in debt, yep, and not independent. Exactly, that, or demonizing anything, getting anything for your... You got it. You got it. Now that you recognize where it comes from, catch yourself when you do it. Bring it to, like, okay, when you get ready to go and, oh, everything going good, ain't nothing done. I get somebody, oh, I gotta go find, wait a minute. That's my ego. I don't need that right now. I'm saving for my future, long-term investment. When I retire, I'm putting money in my savings account. That's unnecessary right now. That's a liability right now. Is it going to be temporary satisfaction right now? Yes. Do I really need to do it? No. You got to catch it and go, oh, that's that generational curse of mine creeping back up on me. That comes from and you call yourself out on it. When you call yourself out on it, you're bringing it to awareness. Bitch, I know what you're doing. That's your ego. Girl, go sit your butt over in that corner and behave. Nay. Keisha is you right now, and Nay is your damn ego. Nay, go sit your butt down somewhere. We is not doing that, girl. That is going to keep us broke, and we not finna be broke mindset no more. We finna be rich, bitch. And you going to be happy, okay, that we rich, bitch. Now go sit down over there, Nay. I got this. I got this wheel from now on, because, girl, you kept us broke. Nay, you like that ghetto shit. You like that ghetto hood shit, girl. I got to have my, I'm ready to take some trips. Ain't you ready to go on some trips, girl? Girl, I'm trying to get us on some trips. You better go over there and sit down, all right? We trying to go around this world, girl. We got some men to meet. You know, I know you desperate and all, but go sit down over there and let me handle this, because you done drove us, you know. Yeah, we broke because of you. Nay, sit down. Nay, sit down over there, girl. I got this. You got to talk to your ego. Girl, that's your ego tripping. That's your ego tripping. Your ego want to stay in the hood. Your ego want to stay ghetto-fied. Your ego want to think that's cute. Like they going to get somewhere like, no, girl, we trying to go see the world. We ain't went nowhere with you but the ghetto. Girl, get on over there and sit down, Nay. I got this. I'm here now. You done drove this ship long enough. You can't drive no more. Your license been revoked. Okay, Nay, you can't drive no more. I'm driving now. Keisha driving now. Falls driving now. See what I'm saying? Nay, go sit down, girl. Every time Nay rise up, Nay. Am I going to put you on punishment, Nay? All right. Go chill out, Nay. I got this, I said. That's how you gotta talk to the ego. You gotta be like, I already know it's you. I already know it's you. Go sit down. We cool. I got this. Trust me. I had to trust you for all this time, even though you kept us broke. I had to trust you knew what you was doing. Now trust me. Nay, I got this. Shanae off of Martin Lawrence. Shanae, I got this. Shanae, I got this. We ain't that girl no more. We done growed up. We responsible over him. You was irresponsible, Nay. This is responsible falls now. I know where my generational curse is at. I know when you creeping up on me. I know you want some attention. A lot of time that's your inner child wanting attention too. You got to give your inner child some attention. So a lot of times when that ego comes up, that's you needing to give some affection to your inner child or some, confirmation or some reassurance, a validation to your inner child. I'm here. I got this, Nay. We are good, girl. You don't have to worry about nothing. You had my back for all these years and I got your back too. Light and dark, shadow work, baby. You got to give your shadow side some assurance. Your lower self, your younger you, the assurance that you got control. Because remember, the ego was fight or flight. And it wanted to keep us safe. So either it's going to run towards something or run away from something to keep us safe where we're used to. And the ego keeps us in the program because by default, that's what we know and that's what it knows. And the fear of coming out of that is like, oh, wait a minute. Go back, girl. You can't go that way. Girl, don't go that way. Yeah, we can. Nay, it's good. No, it ain't, girl. Go back. See, that flight or fight kicks in. That's the shadow. That's the ego. It'll try to talk you down out of growth because all it knows is what we've been programmed to know. And anything outside of what we programmed to know, your shadow boxes you over it. It fights you over it. That's why y'all are fighting against yourself. You're not fighting against me. You're not fighting against Thelma. You're not fighting against Falls. You're not fighting against nobody else. You're fighting against your own mindset. You're battling out with your own mindset. And like I said, if y'all haven't seen Gods of Egypt, I said it the other day, that's a good one on the Haru and Set. Battle the Gods of Egypt, right? Go see that if y'all got Netflix or if it's on there or something or one of them Hulus or Disney Plus. And go see Gods of Egypt. And that's a good battle between Seth and Haru. The light and the dark side, your shadow counterpart, right? Your higher lower self, because it wants to keep you safe. It wants to keep things as is. But you can't grow as is. We cannot grow being what mom and daddy taught us to be. We have to get out of that and be responsible for ourselves and be liable and be accountable for ourselves and reparent ourselves if that's what it takes. Reparent, remother, refather ourselves if that's what it takes, y'all. If you didn't have a mother there or you did and they didn't teach you shit. If you didn't have a father there or you did or did not and they didn't teach you shit. You still got to read mother and father on the things that they didn't give to you, the things they didn't provide for you. They could have had all the money in the world but been horrible, shitty ass, greedy ass parents and didn't have time for their children. Some rich folks are even like that. I took care of some of their children. Some of the parents of those of those sons and daughters. They said their mamas and daddy was hell. They said their mamas and daddies wasn't shit. I mean, they couldn't stand them. Look at my nose itching because they know I'm telling the truth. So again, they said they people wasn't shit and had all the fucking money in the goddamn world. Don't make a person a good parent. It don't make you good. Look at the dog even agree. It says, yep, because I have a tendency to feel everything got to be fixed immediately, whether financial, internal, new. Exactly, habits, exactly. So at least you're coming into that awareness. You're coming into that awareness. And that's what this budget, this is what this financial literacy is about. It's about us coming into awareness where the brokenness is inside ourselves or where we need to improve the self. Not necessarily broken. Some like some of y'all know you just need to do better with your finance. Well, come on in. Okay? Come on in. This is either if you got to do better with it or you need to fix something about it. And if you fix this, then it's going to be easier for you to fix everything else. You won't be in denial. Because you fix this one thing, you're going to go and fix everything else that's wrong with it, and it's going to be easier. The hardest part is the financial part, is the masculine energy. As I tell y'all, because we've all been in survival mode, because we had those single mothers, those single fathers, those one parents in the household, whoever, grandma, auntie, whoever raised you, orphanage. So we all been in survival mode. We only been in survival mode because we didn't have the funds. We didn't have the income. We didn't have the resources. So we all in survival mode. So that once you get out of that survival mode and you can relax because do y'all understand? How would y'all, let's do a visualization project right now. I know I'm talking about the budget, but this is going to help y'all get what I'm talking about. Today, ask yourself, what amount of money would relieve stress? What amount of money would get y'all out of survival mode? What amount of money could get y'all to just relax and not be uptight, not be stressed? Like, what amount of money in y'all bank account would do that? Not being greedy, not being overkill, not being under. What amount of money do y'all see that will give y'all the sigh of relief, stability, security, comfort, to know y'all okay, to know that y'all ain't got to be afraid of tomorrow and what the inflation and deflation is doing out there, right? Say it in your mind, right? Close your eyes if you got to. Envision your bank account. Envision that money, that whatever that amount is in currency, that you can buy your time, start up whatever you want to start up, or do whatever you want to do, or go travel wherever you want to travel at, or go live wherever you want to live at, and you're good. I mean, that you're good. Like, what amount of money it says, man, I'm good. I'm golden, man. I'm good. I ain't got to worry about nothing. I'm taken care of, man. I feel good. I feel, I'm going to help. I'm going to do this. I'm going to go give back. I can go and donate my time to a charity. I can go feed the homeless, whatever that is, what amount of money that is. And visualize it in your bank account. Whatever it is right now. Don't be greedy, no more, no less. But whatever that magical number is in your bank account. See that in your bank account. Know what you're going to do with it. What would you do with it? What would you do first? Or would you go take off for 2 weeks? Take a vacation for 2 weeks, right? Go buy a house. Go buy a car. Whatever you want to do. You got to have goals. You got to have intentions, right? So you're putting intentions on the money, but you're visualizing the money. But you're not spending all the money. See, that's the big part. You can't spend it all because it's there. So what kind of long-term investment would you do? Would you put that money to show the universe y'all deserve that money in the first place? Because it's not about spending. It's not what you earn. It's not what you can spend. It's what you can keep and what you can benefit from and what you can help benefit other people's lives with it besides your own. What amount of money would just take the pressure off of y'all shoulders, the tension off your shoulders, the tension off of your head, your resting bitch face, you know? What amount would that be? Hold that thought for 17 seconds. Now, did y'all not just feel yourself in that vibration? Did y'all not, when y'all breathe in and out, feel that pressure and that sigh of relief just dissipate? Just like go to the floor, like literally just evaporate off of you because you saw the amount of money you need to make you comfortable or to have the lifestyle you want or to be able to do and achieve the things in life that you want to achieve in life. You didn't see nobody else. You didn't look at nobody else. You didn't judge nobody else. You just saw what amount of wealth, what amount of prosperity, what amount of abundance of money that you need so you can do the things you enjoy in life. Hassle-free. Not saying life is not going to happen, because shit's going to happen. Life's going to still take its course. It's still going to be things out there, but for what the current situation is, what amount is that? Put yourself in that energy. See it in there and see it dissipate and resolve that. But it's not going to stop things from happening in the life, but it will make it easier for you to survive. We're trying to come out of survival mode. So what amount of money would get y'all out of survival mode? But you can't be getting that type of money and putting yourself back in survival mode. You have to get some assets. You have to create some passive and residual income with it. You see what I'm saying? You have to do better with it. You have to make better choices, healthier choices. Healthier choices financially, not just healthier choices in food. Healthier choices financially. Healthier choices in who y'all friends are. Healthier choices who y'all hang around. Because all of that will deplete your money too. The type of friends you hang around, the type of people you talk to, the type of people where you're going to hang out at, who's coming to hang out around you, blah, 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 blah. Not just you're eating at Popeyes or you're eating at eating out all the time. All that stuff has something to do with it. All that stuff has something to do with it. Where you're spending that free time that you just bought, that you just got. Are you learning something new? Are you investing in something else? Are you giving your charitable reasons or your time to charity or something? Going and feed the hungry. Right? Going to donate or going to do some service community work. I don't know. Go do some, what you call that? Apprenticeship, where you go get an intern or apprenticeship under somebody for free to learn. Go find you a mentor to learn, another rich, wealthy person to learn and say, I'll work for free. What you got? I'm trying to learn. I'm trying to get to the next level. That's what that's about. Right? So that should have took a world of pressure off just that little visualization technique manifestation. And that's buttoned into my Patreon account. But I'm trying to show y'all that it's there. It's right there. You saw it in y'all mind. So that means you can achieve it because you just visualize it if you did the exercise. So that means it's not out of reach. It's not unreachable. It is certainly possible. It is certainly possible if y'all saw it and you did this exercise. It's reachable. It's achievable because you saw it. You visualized it. Then it's achievable. It is possible. It is possible. But the generational curses, like you're talking about, Falls, is you got to fight through that. You gotta, because you were told that, and we took on that thought. Like, are your thoughts somebody else's thinking? Yes. 90% of it is what other people told us. You ain't gonna be that. You ain't never gonna do this. You can't do that. We're thinking other people's thoughts. We're not thinking our thoughts. You gotta call back your thoughts. You gotta call back your original thoughts. That's something somebody else has told you or projected on you because they felt insecure or they felt lack of or they didn't accomplish something. So they just projected everywhere they go. Spit that brokenness, spew that brokenness, spew that toxic brokenness because they didn't have it. And they blame game. It's because of them. It's because of them. It's because of this group. It's because of this group. It's because of this group. It's this one. That's why we didn't get nowhere. That's why we can't get nowhere. That's why we ain't going nowhere. That's why, you know what I'm saying? Pointing the finger. You know, pointing the finger, you know. So again, just take a look at your finance, find where you can be better at budgeting, managing, responsibility, ownership. Cut something out for 3 to 6 months. So you can, but that means when you cut something out for 3 to 6 months, you don't go spend the money that you would have spent on it. Put it back. Me and my son, you know, we always got examples, right? That's one thing, we always got examples over here. Because we be talking about this stuff. We be talking about this stuff. So my son said, I know what I'm going to do. He said, the money that I was going to put here, I'm going to put it back over here that I would have spent on this thing that I cut out. So that's a way y'all can save too. If y'all used to going out to eat, let's say 5 days a week. Y'all don't like to cook, but y'all like to order DoorDash. All right. Well, cut DoorDash down. Remember, this is limit spending. That's in a folder on my playlist. Or this is no spending or limit to spending. So if y'all do DoorDash 5 days a week because y'all don't like to cook and y'all want that fast food, cut it down to 2 or 3 days. But, and I don't like buts, but I'm going to use the but here. So, but the money you would have used for DoorDash on them other 2 or 3 days that you're not doing it because you're cutting out that spending, put that money away like as if you did do DoorDash and put it on top of what you're spending. It don't mean take that little 2 or 3 days worth of DoorDash money and then go to the mall and go shopping. Then you might as well just get the damn DoorDash. And that's what we do too. We go and find something else that we could have been saving that money and we go find somewhere else to spend the goddamn money. That's a curse. A curse of love being fucking broke. The curse of loving being broke. That's a curse. That's a curse. We love being fucking broke. Now we gotta hate being broke. Now we gotta teach ourselves to hate being broke. We gotta teach ourselves, I'm sick and tired of being fucking broke. I'm sick and tired living check to check or month to month if you get paid once a month. So just like you programmed yourself to love to go spend the extra money, oh, I'm gonna cut this back so I can go do this. Liability. Now, reprogram yourself not to do it and then put the money back somewhere as if you did do it. You're going to still see that money grow and put that money, that little money, that extra 2 or 3 days in DoorDash that y'all didn't go because you cut down to from 5 days to 2 or 3 days. So you got 2 or 3 days. Now put that money in your savings account and let your savings account act as a magnet to draw in more money into your checkings account. It's because y'all not putting back and not saving that your checking account stays depleted. You got to put money away in your checking account to draw more money to your savings account because your checking account is for you. And it tells the universe, I'm putting back for me whatever little I can, whether it's $20, whether it's, if you can't do the 30%, the 50-30-10-10 or the 50-30-20, take something and put in the checkings, in the savings account. Take $30, take $20 until you're able to take the $30. The thing is to just take something because the change in action causes the universe to say, oh, Oh, she getting it. Put back. Oh, okay. Well, let me give her some more. And let me see what she do with this. Let me see if she put back this. Let me see if she spend it or she put it back. So the universe will test you. The universe will test y'all. Some of y'all is going to be your income tax. What you going to do with your income tax? Are you going to put some of that money away, or you going to go buy furniture for your whole fucking house? You buy furniture every fucking year. Y'all either getting a goddamn car or you buying a fucking furniture. That is a curse, because we've seen our parents do that bullshit. The same bullshit, which is why some of y'all do not take your income tax and go start a business. Which is why when y'all got the stimulus, the stimmy money, you didn't go take it and start a business. You went and bought shit with it. You went and bought a house, you went and bought a car, you went and bought furniture, but you did not think about long-term asset ability. You didn't think about this asset. Y'all went right to, oh, it's free money. I can spend this, I can do what I want. And you helped turn the economy back. It was a joke. It was a joke on the government part, because they knew y'all had poverty mindsets. They knew y'all wasn't strong enough to go start a business, a t-shirt business or whatever business you want to start. They knew y'all was going to put the money back into the government hands, back into those corporation hands with that stimmy money. And that's what they were banking on. And that's what they got in the bank, y'all money. They got the stimmy money back. They gave it to you to get it back. So with this, even with this, whatever money y'all get, you got to put a little bit away in your check, even if it's $10, even if it's $5. Over time, it's going to add up. It's going to add up. The universe wants to see if y'all can be disciplined with doing that. And once y'all start to action, it's going to cause that reaction, right? Things are going to start turning. Things are going to start moving forward. But you putting something back in y'all, okay, first of all, for some of y'all to get a grip, checking account, your 50% household bills. Savings account will be your 30% for yourself. Start there. Get a banking account with a savings account, so that the savings is y'all 30%, what y'all pay yourself off of, what you're putting back for you. 50% in the main checking is what y'all pay your bills off of. So that amount of money, when you add up your bills from the budget that y'all should have already got, some of y'all have already got it, or doing it from a notebook standpoint, which is fine too. You already know what your monthly expenses are. That should be in the checkings account. Now, if you don't have anything to put in a savings, put $1, put $2, put $5 until you're able to get the 30%. Until you're able to get to the 30%, put something, $5, $10 every check, $10 every week in there, $30 every week in there, $50 every week in there, 41 week, 100 the next, or 61 paycheck and then 20 the next. Long as you're doing it. Don't worry about write off if it's the actual full 30%. If you don't have it, you don't have it. Like, you can't squeeze turnip juice from the turnip, ain't none in there. So again, just put back something to show the universe, I'm working on building up my savings for me. I'm putting me first. That's a part of y'all putting yourself first. If you really want to know, that's a part of y'all thinking of yourself first, what I have long term. And then pretty soon when it gets up, you can start looking at investments, looking at where to put it, an IRA. All right. Again, you can open up things online. A lot of IRAs and stuff, Ameritrade, TD Ameritrade, Charles Schwab, Robinhood. Look at the dog is even agreeing. Y'all can start looking at different ways to invest your money and make it for long term, something that you just can't go in there and get right away. You know what I'm saying? So put it in somewhere out of sight, out of mind, and let it grow. Let it grow. Do an online trade. Do it, like I said, Ameritrade, TD Ameritrade, E-Trade, Charles Schwab. Who's another one? Merle something other. Fidelity is one. Merle something other. One of them, you know, them investment stocks, whatever, IRAs, Go to your bank, you can get IRA. Go to your credit union, you can get IRA. And put it there. Put it there. And put it there. Put it there. Me and my son was talking about, like, we was talking about credit cards. I'm gonna give y'all this credit card thing because, you know, I watched some videos, and I was seeing another video where this man and this woman became a millionaire, and they both had debt. They had good ass jobs, but they both had credit card debt. And they wanted to work together, and the man came with the wife, and he was like, look, babe, we gotta do something. She made good money on the video. She was good, but she had poor ass spending habits. She was just going running in debt because she couldn't. And most of us women are like that because we're in survival mode. We get what we want. We don't know how to discipline ourselves. And men, some men do. Some men are very good at that, but we suck at it. We suck at it. We got to get that masculine energy. So again, he was like, look, babe, in a nutshell, I'm going to sum up the video I saw. We got to do something about this shit. There's another orb right there. We got to do something about this shit. We can't keep going about it. We trying to get out of debt. We want to get a house. We want to get whatever they was trying to get. He was like, look, we got to stop the spending. And she was like, okay, what we going to do? Homeboy thought of this genius goddamn thing. I wouldn't have never thought of this. I was like, what the hell? My light bulbs went up. He said, we're going to take the credit cards. He took her credit cards. He took his credit cards. He put them in some water and put them in the freezer. I said, hot damn, baby. I said, oh shit. No, he didn't think of that master brilliant plan right there. Baby, they was back in stride again and a millionaire. Do you hear me? They shit was paid off. Oh my God. I said, where you at? Where's you at, bejeebers? Where's that? I need that ninja, baby. I said, oh, that's a man y'all want right there. But some of y'all women don't want to listen. You think you got it all, but you running in debt. This man, oh my God, found a way. Both of them came out of debt. He froze the credit cards, y'all. And every time he would go to the freezer, it was a reminder to what? Freeze the debt. It was psychological. He did a psychological. When they would open up the freezer, freeze the debt. You know how y'all go about freezing a credit card and shit? He freezed them from spending money, from creating more debt. I told my son, I said, damn, we all need to do that shit. We need to take our credit cards and put it in a goddamn bowl and freeze that bitch. Put that bitch on ice. I said, because you know how you get, you spend. You pay it down, you spend, you pay it down. That is definitely another what? Generational curse, because we think credit cards are made, that's our money. We think we can just spend it up and max it up, but that's how you ruin your credit. Maxing out your credit cards. So he had to give them a chance to get caught up. So he put the goddamn cards in the freezer. Like that shit was so simple, but not. Like, I was like, I don't know where he heard that from. He just did it. I was like, bruh, you gonna make me freeze my credit cards. Bow! You know, you gonna make me freeze all mine. And I ain't even married to your ass. God damn, but I'm finna act like I'm married to you until mine get here. I'm gonna have this shit. I said, you right. It ain't like I can use them bitches anyway. They maxed out. Can you use them? No, they maxed out. So why not freeze them credit cards? Excellent idea. Because when you get ready to pay them bitches off, you can call and get a new card. You can call and say, oh, I need a new credit card. I lost my credit card. Can you send me a new credit card? Who cares about it being ruined? I don't know if it would ruin it or not, but who cares? What he was trying to do was get them situated and get them stabilized, because they came into the relationship with debt, and she kept spending and he kept spending and she kept spending, he kept spending. And he was like, hold up. We can't keep doing this because this ain't getting us nowhere. But she is not like she wasn't making the money. She was making the money. He was making the money. But they wasn't going nowhere is the point. Are we going to build an empire Or we going to tear ourselves down even further? Why be in a relationship, in a business partnership, which is a marriage, and not get something out of it? And y'all got to listen to your counterpart when they saying save money, stop spending. Stop thinking they're telling y'all that y'all can't do something with your own money. That's not what they're telling y'all. She was like, okay, I love you. We're going to make this work. We're going to try this for 3 or 6 months. They tried this. Man, in a year, them bitches millionaires. They got money in the bank. They got money in the bank, all I know. They got real money in the bank. Not that plastic money in the freezer, but real money in the bank. How bad do y'all want it? Y'all don't even have to be married for that. See that little gem and that little jewel I just dropped? I didn't have to share that. You right. I didn't have to share that. I chose to share that. I chose to give back what I learned. I don't have to share anything I learned. Anything, great or small. Whether it's for me, I found it. Because that's where I'm at. Y'all not even there yet, but yet you can benefit from it if you listen, watch, and observe, right? But I didn't have to share it. I don't have to share nothing Spirit gives me. Nothing. So don't get it twisted. Don't get this shit fucking twisted. I come up here to share to help y'all elevate. There's another orb. I come up to help you elevate if you're ready to elevate. When you're ready to elevate. Whoever comes up and sees this video along the way. But I don't have to share what I'm giving because that's part of what I learned for myself. So Spirit is giving me the answers, giving me videos, giving me the knowledge because I'm working on myself. So the information is coming to me. It was going to come to me whether I got a channel or not. It was going to come to me whether I'm up here or not. That's because I did the work. So it's coming to me, right? The knowledge is coming to me. So it is my choice if I want to get on here on live or make a video and choose to share it or not. But trust me, I don't have to. I'm not bound by none of y'all asses. I don't have to share none of my shit that I learned out there. None of it. None of it. None of it. And that's what a chosen one does. We share because we want to enlighten. We want to help other people up. We want to give you a hand up. That's a chosen one. We're going to share regardless. Whether we know we don't want to or not, we going to do it. Because that's what we called to do. Share the information to help somebody else to level their self up, to level their life up, to add value to their life. Whether y'all use the information or not, we've already done our job. We've already done our job, whether you utilize it or not. I've already shared it. I've already shared it. I shared it with my sons. I shared it with my daughter. I've shared it. I shared it. I'm done. I ain't got to come out here and share it with the world. I shared it. I shared it. I wasn't stingy. I wasn't gatekeeping. I shared it. Whether y'all beat me to it or not, whether you beat me to paying off your debt, we got different debt amounts anyway. Y'all may not have a lot of debt, but it may be a lot of debt for you that you can't get a grip on it. Somebody may have a lot of debt and needed to hear this information, right? Because they were trying to figure out, like, how can I get control of my credit cards? How can I just do this? Every time I use it and I get it down, and then I got to go use it again. How can I get out of this credit card debt cycle? And then that may be some of y'all. That may not be some of y'all. This may be some of y'all. Y'all can pass this on to somebody. Y'all, ooh, that air is cold.
Feel good.
And so if y'all may be able to pass this on to somebody else that y'all know got credit card debt. And I would hope that y'all would not be selfish and stingy not to. Anything y'all hear me say, pass it on to somebody else. Because sometimes things pass through your ears to pass through somebody else's ears, which is why I don't gatekeep. Because sometimes that's how you cut your blessing down. Sometimes you hear stuff to pass it along to somebody over here. You may not necessarily need it or may not necessarily do something with it. You know, it's logged, you know it, you got it whenever you want to use it, boom, pass it along. Pass it along, let somebody else help themselves up. That's giving a hand up. That's teaching somebody else how to fish so they can feed themselves for a lifetime. That's not you fishing for them. Because you're giving them information, they got to go fish. They got to go figure the shit out. So it says, So a mistake, but I learned one, who to trust, and two, that I do truly want to invest in myself. I had invested half the first stimulus in classes to start business. That's good, but found out they were lying and manipulating. What? No, let me tell you something, Keisha. Are you still there, Keisha? When you're doing, and let me tell y'all something right now. Fuck these folks on this fucking social media platform. And I'm gonna tell you why. Go to a college. Go get a credit union. Go level up where it fucking counts. Stop taking shit off of fucking social media. Go. If your intuition ain't told you and brought you to that person and you feel like you're going to get your money's worth, go to you don't even need for CEUs, you don't even need the, what do you call it? You need your transcript. I forget what I'm trying to say. It's easier to go take continuing education classes and get a certificate. Go online. Go actually online. One of those Phoenix's university, a community college, and take a 6-week program online at home. Go to the campus if you want to get out the house, but fucking stop taking this bullshit over fucking line, because it's bullshit. Them motherfuckers can't certify their own ass right now. Like I'm teaching you this stuff I self-learn, right? This is stuff I self-learn. You know I can develop a class by this? Do you know I can put together an online class and sell this shit? And this ain't everything I done learned? You know that, right? If I wanted to zip this shit up in a certificate and sell it, I can sell it. And it's stuff I learned online for fucking free. Something I didn't pay for no mentor. I self-taught myself this shit by investing my time. That's what y'all got out here on this fucking internet. A bunch of hustling motherfuckers. Stop it. Go sit your ass in a classroom and get a real fucking affiliate goddamn certificate where it counts, and you can put that bitch on a resume. If you still want to work on an 8 to 5 or get a good paying job. Let me tell you. Ooh, girl, you done triggered me. You done triggered my goddamn ancestors, because I know it's some hustling motherfuckers out there. Let me tell you something. Let me tell all of you something. Let me tell you something. You want to be on an 8 to 5? A 9 to fucking 5? Let me bust your bubble for a minute. They fucking certificate ain't gonna fucking count. Ain't gonna fucking get you that goddamn job, is it? You can't put that bitch on your goddamn resume. Can you? Can you? Is that individual accredited? KAU ain't even fucking accredited. Right? That's why it's an online school university for free. On YouTube, you come and learn and you apply what I teach you to your life. And you're going to see it work. I ain't selling it though. I'm not selling it though. So if I had a certificate, right? If I drew this up in a fucking certificate, use your common sense. If I drew this up in a certificate and taught y'all this shit, and y'all pay for this shit, and you go to a corporation and I got a certificate at KAU University, they're gonna be like, you the fucker who? And what the fuck is that? And who the fuck is that? And where the fuck is that? They gonna laugh at your ass. You done come in here with some fucking hocus pocus certificate off of somebody that ain't fucking accredited, and you put that shit on a resume. Or would you be so stupid to put it on a resume? And it don't go with the what? Corporate world. So if you're going to invest your money in something and you want to be at a 9 to 5 and you going for a 9 to 5 or some type of career industry that's out there, trust me, You don't need certificates from these motherfuckers online. That's the last thing you need to be putting your damn money into, especially if it's $100, $1,000, $200, $1,500. You need to be going to a college or doing some online classes and get a computer and sit your butt down and do it that way. And get your ass a real goddamn certificate that fucking counts. Not that fucking bullshit. Not that. So now y'all get it. You gotta know you can't use it on your damn resume. You can't use it. If I went in there and said I taught myself studies on herbals and I made a certificate course, which I could, and sell it back to y'all, which I could, right? Or anybody want to buy it, but then I go and want to do something holistically and I ain't really got no accreditation, they're going to look at me like, where you learned that shit from? Oh, I got it from that. Well, where they learned it from? I don't know. They self-taught themselves. What? How much was your course? $1,200, huh? You paid a $1,200 course for an herbal certificate that you cannot use? That's not accredited? That's not a real thing? These folks become millionaires during COVID. Yes. Yes. Yep. Yep. Exactly. It said, yep, because they will manipulate you. Yes. So again, and it's just regular people. They becoming investment strategy teachers. They got master courses. You know, it ain't being taught for free. I'm doing a budget thing for free, financial literacy for free. I could have sold this shit. I could have sold this shit. Hell. You know what I'm saying? I could have sold that all the knowledge I've been pouring in all these different aspects of our life, from health, from herbals to budgeting. All this shit. Right? I'm just saying. I'm not knocking nobody's thing, but I'm saying when she said the money part, I'm talking about Keisha with the money part, that they were manipulating her. That's what it triggered me. I got pissed off because she invested her money thinking she's getting something and not. And that's why I say y'all got to know the difference. Listen, watch, and observe. Y'all got to check people out. When you buying stuff online, you got to check people out. If you trying to be in the corporate world and you don't want to start a business, they fucking certificate ain't going to help you. You better go to a college campus. You better go take University of Phoenix shit. You better go take Strayer shit or whatever them other jokers is, whatever them online things is. You better take it something you can put. I'm saying, in other words, something you're going to put on your resume. If you can't put these people on your resume, if you can't put these people on your resume, why y'all giving them your money like that? Now, if you just trying to get some knowledge and open up your own business one day and whatever they're doing, that's different. You're not trying to take that to the corporate world and then go get a job and be in a damn interview talking about, oh, I got this resume from this person online. You know, she coaches and she mentors and I got it from her. And they're going to look at you like, what did you learn from her? It's all about self-development and self-improvement. It's not telling y'all to take self-development and self-improvement because you got to pay for a mentor type. You could if you need it that bad. People pay for mentors all the time, like Tony Robbins and what's her name, Ayanna Van Zant, and you paying people that's my thing. This is where y'all messing up at. You're paying people that ain't there yet. I'm just saying, we got to get there though. We got to work. We got to try. But you paying people that ain't there yet. So it's a difference from paying Ayanna Van Zant and Tony Robbins and Kiyosaki and whoever else. They actually got millions. So they got a proven track record. Y'all got to see these people's track record. You got to see these people's bank account. You got to see something that says this person is legit. You got to see some type of evidence that says this person is legit and not just let them take y'all money. So if you want to pay for a mentor type, even Jen Cicero, right? She says that in You're a Badass at Making Money, she had to buckle down and get her one, right? Because that's one of the first books we did in book club. She had to buckle down and get her a mentor type because she needed help that bad. But I guarantee you, Jen Sincero didn't just go on TikTok, didn't just go on YouTube and just pick out any random damn body. She picked out a real coach with a proven track record. I got the goosebumps because some of y'all about to give y'all money away from probably from income tax to some of these people online and gonna get used just like Keisha did. Gonna get used just like Falls did. You see what I'm saying? So of course shit. Jen Sincero said she didn't know how she was gonna come up with the money. I figured it was like 10, 20,000. Maybe they had payment arrangements. I don't know. You know who she went to, and she didn't say no name in the book that I can recall. So she just said she had to pay for a coach, a mentor type, somebody that was definitely up there, because this show got her ass up there, that's for sure. She got like 4 or 5 books on You a Badass, okay? You know, so again, it got her up there because she didn't go for like what? Somebody online that's saying, I can help you. I'm a bit, now, yeah. We all on different levels. So yeah, these are people for the lower level, us, right? I get that part. My part is I'm not going to spend my money on somebody that's not already there. That's what I'm talking about. And that's where y'all get used. That's where I got taken at. That's where I got my money stolen and taken from. Using somebody that wasn't there. Using somebody that wasn't technically there. And they don't give a fuck, okay? They don't care about you like that because they not there. They don't have a reputation yet. They building it. So I'm thinking they there. They put on like they there. They act like they there. They act like they know all the answers. They got everything. But in actuality, they don't. And that's how you get your money taken. That's how you lose money. And it's a learning curve. And it's something you learn, right? And it's a learning lesson for you to just do your homework first. So that's what I'm telling you. Don't give up no money on nobody on website you ain't did your homework on. Trust me. That you ain't did. What's that smell? You put bleach in there? Do the bleach from now on. That stinks. What are you doing, Sue? And what was I saying? You put it towards somebody y'all know got the credibility and the backing, and that they actually got proven record, or they can show y'all, get some recommendations, get whatever the fuck y'all want to get, but don't just give people that type of money, big lump sums of money, $2,000 and $3,000 or $15,000, because y'all can start your own business with that. Y'all can start your own business with that. All right, I'm just saying, be smart in 2023. Be smart about where y'all money going and where y'all spending it, and if y'all going to get that return on investment, because asset is all about you if you're getting a return on investment on what you're purchasing, on what you're buying. I'm not spending my money on that. Like, I can be going to the store and I can be like, damn, I want to go get something to eat. And I'll think about, oh, it's not what you make, it's not what you earn, it's what you spend. I'm not spending my money on that. That's not very important right now. That's not a priority. I just want to go eat. I just want to go out. I just want to go buy me something to eat. I just want to entertain myself and go get something to eat. Nah, I'm not giving them no money today. Maybe another day. See, you got to talk yourself through the shit that you're doing. You got to talk. Y'all got to learn to talk yourself. Oh, Lord, look at this cold out there. This shit is cold. Y'all got to learn to talk yourself through this stuff. And that way you'll talk yourself through that impulse purchase. That way y'all will talk yourself through you'll talk yourself through the impulse purchases that y'all about to do. Y'all will talk yourself out of it. You know what I'm saying? If y'all talk yourself through it, once you figure out the shit y'all do, like, you got to self-diagnose yourself. If you know you impulse, That's your prescription, okay? That's your, look. Let's go here. Right? This is your RX, right? Medical terminology, right? The prescription, right? The third eye, right? If you know you impulse, purchase, emotional, purchase, or eat, right? Or if you, what I say, emotional, that's spending, still the same thing. If you know that is your, okay, no, hold on. Let me back this up. That's wrong. That's not what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna use a little bit of nursing terminology. DX, diagnosis, right? That means diagnosis in nursing. If your diagnosis is 1, 2, and 3, what is your RX? What is your prescription to stop? If you know that you impulse purchase, emotional, eating, spending, right? Or you spend before your priorities, right? That could be number 4, right? If you do all of that, what would be the RX, meaning your prescription, right? In nursing, that means prescription. What would you prescribe yourself? What would you prescribe yourself to help with this, right? Budget tracking, right? Which is why y'all doing that, I hope, right? Trauma, childhood trauma, right? And heal it. And heal it, right? What else would you do? What else would you do? You would monitor your checking account, your checking savings account, right? What else would you do? Right? Stay your ass home. Don't go out. Limit your outings. Limit where you go, or leave a credit card at home, right? Leave credit cards at home, or only take $50 cash with you. That way you don't overspend. That way you can't buy nothing but $50. You know, leave your credit cards at home. Leave 1 or 2 at home. Only take 1 with a low balance on that bitch, and maybe 50 cash, right? What else? What else we can do, JD? What else?
Find new friends.
Huh?
Find new friends.
He said find some new friends. There you go. Find some new friends, because the friends y'all got talking about, let's go out. Let's go get some drinks, keeping y'all ass broke. Let's go to the club, keeping your ass broke.
Don't need water, but
you know what I'm saying? Find some new, let's specify that. Rich friends.
Yeah.
Wealthy friends. Not the brokers. You want to find new friends that's going where you see your future at.
Find more friends. Find more people into what you're trying to do.
You know, yeah, or he said find more people doing what you're trying to do, or what you like, enjoy doing. Find friends according to your future, not your past, right? So that, in other words, that's not like the broke ones, the poor ones. So you got to change your whole social circle. That's a prescription for this, right? Find you new friends. Stay at home more. Don't go out. Go out maybe once a month instead of every Friday. See, that's when that limit come in. You can limit these, right? You can put a limit on, especially on number 4. I ain't saying cut your little social time out, or maybe don't go out to parties, drinking, and just take yourself to movies or something you can do by yourself. Go out to eat, but still limit. Maybe instead of doing it 4 times a month, every Friday or Thursday, you can do it once a week, or you can do it once or twice a month. However you need to limit it, right? Because you want to cut down on the actual spending, right? The emotional spending. You want to spend more time alone, at home, working on yourself, being productive, Like looking at that budget. Looking at that budget while you at home is more productive than you going out spending money, right? So again, these are just some prescriptions you can do. That's the diagnosis, that's the prescription. That's how you fix it. That's that care plan we used to do last year when I used to do the care plan for us on self-sabotaging. Some of y'all doing self-sabotaging. So that would be number 5. Self-sabotage. I think something like that. E. Sabotage. O-T-A-G-E. Sabotage. Some of y'all self-sabotaging because of what? Ego. Because of the ego. So again, those are just some different minor prescriptions you can find out with budgeting. When you find out what your trauma is, what your generational curse is, this is how you get to that generational wealth. This is how you fix it. This is how you get to the assets, because this is the liability. So there has to be some accountability. There has to be some responsibility. There has to be some ownership. There has to be some acceptance. There cannot be denial though, because you will never fix this in denial. So y'all gonna have to come out of that denial and face the problem. And the problem is yourself. The problem is you. It all's gonna point back to you. In-source, not outsource. These are inside things. This is inside us, right? So these are problems we have inside. These are traumas we have inside, but they what? They project or they reflect on the outside. What is wrong in the inside, or what is broken in the inside, or what we need to realign with inside, going to reflect on the outside, right? Pending people ain't fucking with us, right? So we not talking about the people with spells and doing all that kind of fuckery shit, all that kind of, we talking about y'all right now. We talking about individually y'all, okay? What is wrong with you inside you that you can fix here? Now, that's it. I'm out of here. We got to come on and do pop-up. So I got to go use the restroom, and I got to get off of this damn thing. And that's y'all budget checkup for this month, right? And we got to get on pop-up. Who I got on here? We got, who do I got? Where's my list? Somewhere. I done put the thing up again. I got Kimberly number 1, Shamika number 2, and Ashley number 3 for the pop-up list. For pop-up. So I'm finna get off, give me something to eat, and I'm finna go tinkle, because my bladder full, because it's about to pop. It's about, you're welcome, it's about to pop, so I gotta go tinkle. Okay, I done drank this water and this coffee, it's working like a diuretic. Okay, 3 on my list. Kimberly, Shamika, and Ashley H is on my list that I saw. So let me go tinkle, and let me get off of here. And that's y'all. What did I name this damn thing? I don't even know what I named this damn thing. But anywho, that is y'all, what does I call this damn thing? Budget tracking, February 2023. This is y'all check-in. This is the whole year accountability. So I'll do random videos maybe once a month, or check-ins. So those that, it'll be in the folder on the playlist, because it's in the folder on the playlist. I ain't done nothing with my envelopes. I started, but I didn't do nothing yet. So, because I had to figure this shit out. This seemed to be more important to me than the envelopes. So the envelopes are still up there. I'm still doing the envelopes, but I'm taking my time with my envelopes. So don't feel pressure with the envelopes either. So if you got to pause the envelopes, pause the envelopes. Focus on what is priority to y'all right now. What do you need to get a kung fu grip on right now? Where is it? Self-development? Is it reading? Is it financial literacy? Is it restructuring? Is it what do y'all need discipline in? What do you need to grow in? And go from there. Fuck everybody else. Literally fuck everybody else. Play your own game. Master your own fucking game. Keep your eyes on your own game, on your own chessboard. All right? Win at your own chessboard, your own Monopoly board, your own Sorry board, whatever. Your own tic-tac, your own Twister, your own Connect Four. I don't care what kind of fucking game y'all playing. Checkers, Chinese checkers, whatever. Backgammon, whatever it is. Play your own board game. Right? And master that. Y'all welcome. Thank you, Telmika. I'm going to come back on. Kim, thank you. Love you. And for young men in training will also get it. You got 4 little young men. You got 4 little boys. Oh, Andrew, Kanisha, you got 4 little boys, Tamika. You got 4 little boys. Kanisha, number 4. That's right. Teach them young children. Exactly. Teach them young children. Oh, yeah. Budget planner update, February 2023, financial literacy. I put you on there, Kanisha. I put you on there. So that's definitely teach your sons. Definitely teach your sons, your daughters, your nieces, your nephews, financial literacy, because that is how they're going to break the curse. That is how they're going to feel. That is how they're going to feel secure about themselves. They're going to develop that sense earlier. Remember, the first 7 years of a child's life is the most independent. 5, Antoinette, is the most, not independent, is the most important. Because what you instill in your children from 0 to 7 will stick with them the rest of their life. So they got to learn that from you, and you don't want them to learn from nobody else. That's why homeschool is so important, because you get to teach the foundation to your children. Because if you sending your children to daycares and they ghetto people at the daycare, they could be saying all that shit to y'all child, and that's where that shit can come from too. If you had a child in daycare and you had to go take them to this poor daycare, and they didn't have any money sense, and these are broken people watching y'all children. That's why wealthy people pay to put their kids in what? Montessori, private school, Christian school, independent private school that's not public. That's why. Because they don't want that broken fucking mindset. You got to understand. I'm telling you, I study the rich. I watch, listen, observe why they do certain shit. Now it makes sense. So they're not brought up with that broke mindset. That they have balance, that they have stability, that they know they can take care of themselves. They know how to manage their money. They don't teach. I'm going to tell y'all something. They don't take rocket science. The stuff they teaching in Christian, private schools, them individual private schools, or those Montessori schools, y'all, they ain't teaching that shit in public schools, and they not teaching that stuff in other rinky-dinky child care. And especially when you just got somebody like, say you got a person like me that's a granny. Oh, I'm going to drop my child off to Miss Kim to babysit while I go to work. You better hope that grandmama is a good grandmama. All grandmamas not good grandmamas. Because y'all could be leaving y'all child with somebody that has a broken slave mentality also. Yeah, they might be caring, but guess what? They still could be broken. Okay? They still cannot have financial, financial literacy sense when it comes to money issues. They ain't gonna, in other words, they may not teach y'all children money issues while y'all at work. You want somebody that knows how to teach, that they have a curriculum and not just be babysitting, but they be teaching y'all children too. Because why spend that money when you go put them in a daycare and they can be learning some money sense? Counting money, whatever, playing like they going to the bank, playing like they cooking, playing like they cleaning up and vacuuming and shit. Why just have them sitting up in there watching goddamn cartoons and not doing work? My grandchildren was coming. This was so funny because my grandchildren, right? Y'all know I had these, right? My Scrabble words, right? So when my grandbabies come, I make them spell their name. I make them get this out and spell their name, right? And they got short names, but some of them learning to spell it earlier. Because every time they come, I say, spell your name, find your letters of your name, get your name out here to all 3 of them. They go in order and do it. And now I got the magnets on the refrigerator for them to do it on the magnets, because I ain't want them to mess this up, because I do this for readings, with my Scrabbles, with my letters. So I grabbed some magnets and I said, okay, spell your name. Well, they daddy didn't know one of them could spell their name. Because every time they was coming over here, I was making them get in the bowl and spell their name. Put the letters out. See, it's things like that to get your child to do something early, like spell their name, when they're under 5 or they're not in school yet. Things like this could get them to spell. Every day they came, spell their name. Spell your name. Don't start doing that. Get my hug, get my kiss. Now go spell your name. And that's what they do. Get your name, spell your name, get my hug, get my kiss. Boop, boop, boop. Miss you, love you. Ooh, granny, boo, boos. Boom, now spell your name. And they go in here and they go on this little treasure hunt. And they find the letters of their name. That's stuff like that y'all can do to y'all grandkids and grandbabies or nieces and nephews or whatever. Have something like that to reinforce. You know. And they're not even in kindergarten yet. Well, one of them is, but the other two not. And the other two spelling their name before they go to kindergarten. They knowing how to spell their name. They knowing how to recognize the letters at least, even if they don't know how to write it right. And I teach them to write it too. Like they know how to write, make the K, you know, spell the name that they see, the letters that they see. It's so many ways y'all can teach y'all own children instead of just say, go in the room and play. Go in the room, get out my face. Go read, read to them 5 minutes. 5 minutes go a long way because that's a memory of y'all reading to them. So it's getting programmed. Oh, I got to read for 5 minutes. Some of y'all won't even read for 5 minutes because y'all wasn't read to. That's a generational curse. Break that habit and read to your grandchildren, read to your nieces and nephews. If it ain't nothing but 5 or 10 minutes, no matter if you hate it or not. If they're under the age of 7, read. That is reading literacy and financial literacy. Read to them anyway. And if you got teenagers, make them read 5, because they're going to be, oh, I hate to read. Boy, get your ass up in there and read. You ain't paying no bills up in here. Get in there and read, girl, 5-10 minutes. I want to hear it out loud. I'm up in here cooking. I better hear some words coming out your goddamn mouth. Or you make them read and come tell you about what they read. Now sum it up. Problem solving. Problem solving. We used to do that to my children. Y'all remember that? Then JD looked at me like, and rolled his eyes. Like, he cut his eyes on me like, yeah. Because we used to make them read and tell me about what you read. Now, just what did you read? What did you read? See? Now, even if you like go in the room and read, make them come back and tell you. Because they know they're going to go in there and read because they got to come tell you about it. Lady cut the eye over there like, yeah, I remember. You should have seen him. He's like, yeah, I remember y'all. Used to get on our damn nerves about that shit. You know, go read. Now come back and tell us what you read. Sum it up. Problem solving. It gets them to think, be critical thinkers. Gets them to be critical thinkers. So you got to invest in your children if you want them to be the investment that you have and gave birth to and do something worthwhile with their life. You got to be the parent to guide them and invest in them. The time you invest is what they're going to remember. Mama wasn't there for me. Daddy wasn't there for me. Mama didn't have time for me. Daddy didn't have time for me. Yeah, they had to work, but they never made time for me. See? And y'all own children hate y'all. It's going to be y'all damn fault. It's going to be y'all damn fault because you're not investing the quality time that they need to read, reading, writing, and what? Arithmetic. Mathematics. Reading, writing, arithmetic. Teach them how to count and budget their money if they got a job, if they're a teenager. Teach them how to save if they're a teenager so they can have money to get to work or save money for a car. Don't let them spend every little damn dime. Save something for what? Emergency or in case something go up. You need a pair of, need new clothes or you got an interview or you need to buy something. Or if you get sick and need medicine, you got money to buy it. Y'all got to start doing better as parents. Y'all got to start teaching better as parents. It ain't never too late. Get on the bandwagon. Get on the bandwagon. It's not never too late. It's not. You can teach it to a kid in the neighborhood. Say, you got a little job, little boy? Is you learn how to save your money? Don't you go out there and don't you go out there and spend all your money. You make sure you put something back. Encourage the people, the little kids that y'all see working in drive-thrus and shit to save their money. You saving money, right? I see you got this job. I'm going through this drive-thru. You saving your money, right? You putting up for college? What you doing with your money you making here? It's so many ways we can get back to the youth. So many ways. Especially if y'all go to drive-thru through the same Chick-fil-A all the time. You see these young kids there all the damn time. Chick-fil-A. I need me some Chick-fil-A. All right. Some of them grilled chickens. You know, You saving your money, right? What you doing? You saving for a car? You going to college? You trying to get your own place? Okay. Okay. That's good. Keep it up. I see you. You're doing good. Just that little bit of encouragement on these teenagers, on these young, youthful kids, young adult kids, inspiring them to be motivated, to get their finances in order, because their life will be in shams if they don't. It will be in shams like the world is now, with a lot of people arguing over whatever the hell they arguing over there out there in the world, because their lives is in shams and because they don't have no stability. And these are people that need help. These are people that don't even know, they haven't addressed these issues that we just addressed on this board, and then they want somebody to cater to them. Like, I can't cater to you and you broke. I can't cater to you and you broke. What am I getting out of it? What am I getting out of it? How can I cater to somebody broke? Do y'all want to cater to somebody broke? Like, no. You don't want to cater to somebody broke. That's not building an empire. I'm just saying. Take it how it resonates. I think different. I think different. I think different. I think different. It's okay the way I think, but I'm saying I think different and y'all think different, and it's okay. But I'm just saying, cater to what? For who? To what? And what are the benefits? How much is this paying me? You know what I'm saying? Cater for what? What am I getting out of it? What is my long-term reciprocity return on investment here for catering? I'm just saying, what am I getting out of it? I'm just saying, make it make sense. Some of y'all working like Molly Maid and you ain't getting paid. That rhymed. Some of y'all working like Molly Maid and ain't getting paid. If you're gonna be working like Molly Maid out there, damn, at least get paid something. Get paid something. If you're gonna work like Molly the Maid, baby, get paid something. All right. Don't just do Molly Maid for free. Get something. Get something. All right. I love y'all. Bye-bye.